Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Kayfabe Podcast. This is episode 78. I think should be 78. I think it's 78. Yeah, we almost to 100. We are 30 episodes. We are 20 something episodes away from 100 episodes.
That's pretty awesome.
That is
Steiner.
Yeah, that's Steiner math. You know what I'm saying? I don't do math after 3 p.m., man. So that's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling when I said that.
I get it.
But we got a great show for y'all, man. We have a good. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments. We have a great show for y'all today, man. We are finally getting into the writers' room for Liv Morgan, especially with some of the stuff that we do have to talk about that transpired this week on wrestling. So we are going to be, of course, recapping Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. We got a little bit of trending news, and like we said, Kayfabe Unreal will be happening today. But we want to at least get started on a couple of things with King of the Ring. We had some more qualifying matches come, fatal four ways, and I want to start off with Raw, but of course we got to go back to SmackDown first because of how Raw kicked off. As most of you know, there were a couple of fatal four ways that happened. We're going to only talk about one in the beginning, and then we'll get to the other one during the SmackDown. But Dirty Dominic Mysterio was a part of a fatal four-way match with a former Judgment Day member, and Damian Priest was also participating and felt the sting of the Judgment Day once again to pick up a victory, and then along with Braun Breaker Trick Williams as well in the mix. But Dirty Dominic Mysterio walked out the victor. Now, here's the thing, though. Although he is the victor, my man has a ruler.
Boy,
he has this.
This is what awaits.
His line delivery is amazing.
Incredible. But thoughts on Dominic advancing and now having to go toe-to-toe with the ruler. Now, here's my question. That was my question. I'm so sorry. Let's do that first instead of throwing 100 questions. Honey, wow, rewinding. Stay tuned. We just need to take pictures of you with that pose and put a whole bunch of stuff just at the bottom.
Everywhere. Put me in everywhere. Like
a standby sort of thing. Standby. We'll be right back.
Just have us spin. Commercial break.
Do another one
jingle playing in the background.
Oh God.
But Dion, man, let's start with you, man. Thoughts on this semifinals match? Oba, Dominic.
Dude, it's the build-up for it that they just did this week for just a King of the Ring match is huge, man. But I can't stop thinking that something's lurking in the background that Dirty Dom might end up stealing this one, which is would I want to see that? Absolutely. Would I want to see Oba win? Absolutely. But I think you're seeing like a lack of a better term, a new generation of WWE 2 with these two having a match in a King of the Ring qualifier or King of the Ring tournament. Dude, I'm here for it because Oba, that line, like we know Rey Mysterio's your father, but I'm your daddy. Like I was like, you know what, Oba, you win tonight, man. Promo of the night, right there, sweet, straight to the point. And then Dom's a great heel too, man. Like he'll still get cheered and booed here and there, but you put Oba with a heel like Dom, who I don't know, might have a wrench in the shoe or something like that. That sort of evens the playing field. It should be a really good match. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. But that whole Brock Lesnar thing is still in the back of my mind too for Oba as well. Even though he did pick up the win most recently, but I'm here for it, man. Oba and Dom, two of the people who I know we like on this show, in a main spot. This whole segment was a smile on my face. I watched it with a smile on my face the entire time.
Okay. Honey, now he brought up Brock Lesnar as well as Oba did in his promo as he addressed Paul Heyman. You have the honeypot predictions. Does Brock Lesnar interfere in the King of the Ring tournament for Obafemi? And then the follow-up question to that, where does he choose to strike if you are choosing yes?
I
thought about it.
I would have to say yes, he does get involved, and I think it's probably going to happen immediately. There's just so much tension, and there's so many different ways that they could drag this out and build this up, because we all know that the final nail in the coffin is going to be at SummerSlam, and we know what awaits there.
To be clear, though, honey, you're saying immediately for the upcoming match on Raw, or if, let's say, Oba make it to the final. So what you're saying, semifinals, this is where Brock attacks, just to be clear.
I think this is more so where we're going to see it's probably like the biggest surprise we get all year, where Brock has been the most consistent on a Monday Night Raw, you know? So I think that he's going to continue that. And it's just going to be a bunch of back and forth up until we get to SummerSlam, because I feel like we're going to see them brawl out, you know, security, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, everybody trying to get control over them, and they're not. They're going to be brawling in the back. It's going to be that good old, you know, beast versus ruler again, and they got to gear it up and up the ante for part 3. So I think Brock strikes immediately. Dirty Dom, as much as we know Oba is money, we know Oba's box office, we know that's his destination. However, there's some money in Dirty Dom, and he can definitely slide through and take that.
If I could hopscotch in real quick, what if stop it? What if Oba wins and gets his shot? What if we're looking to short term? Because remind me, when is SummerSlam again?
August 2nd.
Is it August
2nd, I think.
See, I don't know if it's enough time. What's the chances of Oba winning and walking through this thing, going after a title, winning a title, and that's your Lesnar Oba match for SummerSlam with a title on the line? Like that,
but
he don't ante.
He doesn't fight for the title until he gets to SummerSlam. So that's the thing.
Oh, so that's when King of the
Ring is like Royal Rumble now. Like whoever wins, they get a title shot at SummerSlam.
That's right. Okay, that's right. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna keep what I said before.
Well, no, I mean, because what you're saying still makes sense in the fact of if he becomes champ and then Brock comes for him, that's 3. And what better way for your first title defense to not be the closing chapter between the beasts?
True. Like, say if he has, because King of the Ring, the finals is going to be a what, Night of Champions?
Night of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we go into SummerSlam, and then guess where he defends it? At everyone's favorite new PLE, WrestlePalooza, against Brock Lesnar.
No, not even that. How about Oba just work both nights on SummerSlam? One night he's going for the finals, and then Brock.
What?
Oh,
what do you mean 2 nights?
SummerSlam is 2 nights.
So you want him to face the Beast and then go face Roman?
I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying, what if?
Nah, that's too much for
my
client.
Is that overload?
That's old. You taking out 2 juggernauts in 2 nights?
Hey man, that reminds me of a guy back here in Atlanta who, you know, won his first championship going through 2 matches. You know, Scott Hall was one of them. Then he took down, you know, the leader of the NWO, who name we won't mention here. We can mention Hollywood here, but why not, man?
And none of those matches are memorable, and I don't want that for.
True.
The Scott Hall, those were good matches, man. Come on.
I didn't say they weren't good. They're just not memorable. 179 matches that we're not finna sit here and be like, yo, you gotta study the blueprint of what Goldberg did in that. No.
Ain't nobody saying.
Ain't nobody. And there's no master.
Blueprint and Goldberg in the same sentence is pretty wild to me.
Yeah, but I think you. The issue with this is two things for me. One, you want Brock in Minnesota for SummerSlam, so he has to have a match.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't make sense for Oba's attention to move to Roman so quickly with everything else that's going on. Now, I'm gonna say where the tension works a little bit better between Roman is a Dominic, because Dominic has the Judgment Day to combat against the Bloodline. So now it's not just, hey, it's just Roman out there. Like, you got Dominic out there too. And Dominic has gotten amazing pops at SummerSlam, but there's other people that we do have to talk about that's in this tournament. And we're going to get towards those predictions. So that's why I don't want to jump too far into the rabbit hole. But we will see Dominic and Obafemi go up against each other in the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament on the next upcoming Raw this Monday. So we'll find out exactly who's going to advance to the finals as we get ready for Night of Champions. Now, another advancement that took place on Raw. Liv Morgan competed against just a dream match created on 2K. Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, Fatal 4-Way. And what we thought was finna be Chelsea's night, old Liv had something up her sleeve. The champ wins and advances to the semifinals. Now, thoughts on how this is going. We already have talked about how we felt about the world champion being involved in King and Queen of the Ring. So I don't want to address that, but I want to address where you are right now with her actually advancing to the semifinals. I'm gonna let Honey get her thoughts together and let Dion go first again, because Honey looks like she got a lot to say.
Why would you put her in this? And she's a champion. She has to win this thing, right? Like, I don't know. Like, it just feels odd that you have a champion in there, unless we're thinking more storyline than actual tournament for her. Because
here's the picture. I just want to add this into your thought process. Yeah. Here's the picture that I've been starting to see. We don't have drafts no more, and a lot of people get to bounce back between shows now. We've seen that. Like, we saw Liv Morgan assist Dom on SmackDown.
Right.
So what that makes me see a lot more, even with Jacob going to Raw and facing Roman for the world title, Liv holding two belts and working both brands does not seem unrealistic anymore. And to have her as the champ versus Rhea Ripley as the champ at SummerSlam, and she has a win over Liv a Liv over Rhea at SummerSlam, books a pretty big ticket outside of Rhea versus Charlotte.
You think that just because of both titles on the line?
Well, it's just, you got to remember too, like, not just the both titles, it's the history between the two of them.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, you don't have the Liv Morgan you have today without Rhea Ripley.
That is
and
true.
If I'm going to be honest, and I know a lot of people are trying to debate me on this, you don't have the Rhea you have without Liv Morgan.
It's no shade.
Both of them are the jokers to each other's Batman. You do not have one without the other. Like, when I seen her, finally breaking up the whole Riho thing and her walking off, and you saw Liv just sitting there on one of the trunks and stuff like that with her title, it shows you, it's like, hey, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but that's Seth and Roman.
They're one of the few women on the roster that have like history. Like, that you have your Bailey, Becky, Charlotte's, but
that is your Seth and that is your Roman. Because at the end of the day, those are the two that are holding the pillars of everything. They're the new generation. Remember, Liv's been here, but her arrival didn't come out until Rhea came. And both of them have been on next to one another as they've rose. Like again, Rhea's had her time where she's dominated, she's done her thing, and Liv has been right behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping
That's
right
gonna
up.
be interesting because I never even thought about because I saw her in it and I'm like, man, like would they let her win it? And then, like you said, there's no more guardrails on moving from shows to shows. That does open up a chance for her to go after that other title too, or make a bigger match for it. It's just an interesting concept because I don't remember any other time a champion's been in a tournament for a title shot like this. You know what I mean?
Because usually the tournament is to get to the title.
To get to that person. Yeah, to get to that person.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope it sort of weaves into like their Justice League, good grief, their Judgment Day storyline a little bit too with Raquel and Roxanne. Know what happened with her and everything, but I don't know. I'm interested in seeing it now. Will you've put that in my head to be like, I gotta sell 2 nights of SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sell 2 nights of SummerSlam.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like I know Sandil wants Io versus Rhea don't sell. I'm sorry, I don't want to see that. I think that's a waste of Io's time.
Everybody would rather see them together than see them face each other.
Clearly. And what looks good on the poster too, right?
I've already seen that match.
Right.
We saw that at Evolution. Like I saw it at WrestleMania previously.
NXT also.
I don't need to see it again so fast.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's really quickly. It's quicker than our last Liv and Rhea match.
Yeah. And does Liv versus Io sell? But remember, we did that before, and we did that at Saturday night's main event. And y'all haven't given us nothing that makes that go, okay, this is the big ticket sale for SummerSlam. Io versus Liv. Like, we haven't seen these people interact. There's no beef between these two people. And if we're really being honest, there's not a lot of, this is no shade to Liv, but there's a huge gap in wrestling prowess between the two of them. Like, Io is the best wrestler in the world. Liv is a great wrestler. She has an incredible personality for a superstar, but we know what's going to happen in that ring. Io going to dog walk her. Unless shenanigans happen, and that's how you get the title. So it just doesn't give off as much interest with Io being queen of the ring. And because they didn't nerfed her so bad to where it's like, we're not really seeing too much or a change in what she's doing. Because I know in the promo she promoted that, like, Asuka gave her the reins in this. But we haven't seen, like, what did that do to you? Like, how did that change you? Like, okay, you gotta win over Sol Ruka. That's great. But what did that advance you to? Like, where is Io Super Saiyan 2 now that you got that?
Right.
We ain't seen that activate. And we're a month and a half from SummerSlam. And then Stephanie Vaquer is supposed to be coming back. So then it's like you have that in the middle.
Yeah, she's sort of boxed out of it. Io at the moment. Like, she's, especially if Stephanie's on her way back.
Mm-hmm. But it's interesting though, but we're going to talk about that in the prediction part because there's something else to be noticed in here. But what it is I want it to be, I don't consider it to be lazy writing. I just think there's an opening with a lot of potential of what they're doing with Liv that I don't think a lot of people are catching. And it'll make a lot more sense when you see the bracket now and as we're getting to who's the last person in the semifinals for the women. But we're going to talk about it in just a little bit as we still go through our recaps for Monday Night Raw. For some reason, this is still happening. I don't know why.
What are we talking about here? What do you mean still happening?
For some reason, there's this beef between Jay and LA that
versus
we've been wanting this, but we don't want it no more.
It's too late though. A little bit. It's a little too late.
Like, it's like when they were both at their peak, she was like, nah, we don't want to do it. Now both of these people are sideline players, and you're like, Yeet versus let's push that. No, you fuckheads, no. I don't want to see less version of Jay and not push the LA Knight now try to do something. First time we seen Yeaton come back in months.
Firstly.
First time we in months. So my question is, why are we wasting two incredible talents?
Go ahead, Dion.
They're bracketed to face each other, right?
Yep, they will be facing each other this Friday on SmackDown. It'll be him and not him. It'll be Jey Uso versus LA Knight, along with Royce Keys and Finn Balor, and that is Finn Balor's first match on SmackDown, and you have Dominic in the semifinals. So again, but we'll address that. I don't want to bring in. Let's not bring in anything about the match. We'll address that in the predictions. But the question still remains: why are they wasting such incredible talents the way they're doing right now when it comes to these two people?
I don't know if I would say waste. I think I would be more like, we've seen, because again, weeks ago you asked me what match I wanted to see in the tournament. It was this. Before I knew before we figured out they were going to throw 4 people in the ring. But I think there's still a story here, because LA Knight he's like Kevin Owens. Remember Kevin Owens, just his endless beef with the bloodline that will never leave.
But remember,
LA Knight is very similar.
Who was Kevin's beef with, though?
True. Understandable. But the way Jay ain't moving like he used. Like, I don't know, man. I like both of them. I'm pushing for LA Knight. I'm pulling for him every single time to get that shot. And they give him programs like this with, again, like you said, 2 of the Slim Jim commercial buddies, man. And now we're beefing because the whole bloodline story, we want to run that back too. And LA Knight sits in the middle of it. It's one of those things where, look at the landscape, look at the territory. Roman's where he's at. So
again, why are you wasting these two?
What else would you do with them? If not continue their storyline here, because
there's so much.
LA Knight's whole thing is to get a title shot. Like, that's the North Star for him.
But LA could be IC champ right now. He could definitely have been going on the King of Ring. There's so many things that LA Knight could have been doing to be featured on television, but it keeps bringing him back to this baby mama issue, to where it's like, you're not even addressing the head of the snake. You're dealing with the flunkies. And I hate to call the Usos that, but it's like, what does that say about him when he can't get past the flunkies to talk to Roman? At least with Kevin made sure it's like, nah, bro, I'm going to talk to you directly. Every time your little goons come in here, I'm going to stun them. I'll take a lick, but I'm talking directly to you. This guy is not talking directly to the tribal chief. And it's sad. It's very sad to see, because when we wanted this and you saw this happening, the dude across from LA Knight was the world champion.
Yeah.
And then when he wasn't, he was still in that title picture. So when these two addressed each other, it was like, man, you got 2 potential people who are trying to get to the top of the mountain. Now it's like, oh no, we done moved you from the 42nd floor. Now you down in the mailroom.
It's a shame, man.
So, honey, why are they wasting these 2 talents' time?
Because they have no idea what they're doing, and they're just trying to find ways to give these guys something to do. When, I mean, I'm not sure what more you can do when you have somebody who literally has main event in his name, who literally was a world heavyweight champion a year ago. And then you have LA Knight. What was you speak of when he, ran up on Roman? That you guys want to know how long ago that was? That was November 4th of 2023. They're one-on-one at Crown Jewel.
That was 3 years ago.
Going on 3 years ago. And LA Knight has it. I don't think I've seen LA Knight in a title picture since.
Yeah, and Logan Paul had 4.
You know,
LA Knight's last one was what? Rumble 2 years ago? Tampa?
Rumble.
Was it Rumble?
What did he fight?
Four-way match.
Was that the 4-way?
It was a 4-way with AJ Styles and Randy.
AJ Styles and so that was Royal Rumble Tampa.
Right, but that was a fatal 4-way. But we're talking one-on-one. Like, being in the main event picture. Since 2023, we really haven't seen LA Knight go anywhere. And it might not be his fault. It might be his fault. You could blame it on the rope paint. You could not blame it on the rope paint. You could blame it on creative, and then the whole thing with the curious case of Jey Uso, it leaves room to question why they would be wasting talent. I'm not sure why. I don't know why they would. These two guys we've obviously seen they both have the capability to be top guys. Mm-hmm. Why aren't they there yet?
Well, one's climbed the mountaintop before, so it's just the other guy.
And how quickly did he fall off? 60 something days later.
How does Jacob get a title shot before you do? How do you never get a rematch for your title? How do you not get a rematch with CM Punk for Jey Uso? Oh, wait, because CM Punk don't want to work with Jey because his moves weren't as crisp. I'm like, I know the dude who doesn't drop on his knees for someone to fall on him to pick them up and get a GTS.
Is that true?
Yeah. Now you remember the time where he like checked Jey during the match?
That neck breaker gone wrong.
Yeah, like he checked like that wasn't the first move that went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And for CM Punk to do that, it was like, I get it, but it's just like, yo, bro, you could have definitely handled that in the back. Because I've seen you do some spots where it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
And they're both favorites. That's the crazy part. Big fan favorites. You hear the pop when both their music starts, where everybody's eating, everybody's screaming, every 5 minutes. So my question I have, not towards y'all, but to like TKO, what is it about new talent that scares you so much to take it away from the former talent? Is it the former talent getting upset about it and you not wanting to do something? Or is it because you pussy? Which one is it? Because what I don't like about it is you have the nerve to have them make millions for you, but you won't put them as the face. So this man can sell Cricket Wireless commercials, jump in on the Slim Jim campaign, have one of the highest selling shirts since Stone Cold Steve Austin, but you will not allow him to carry the title more than once. You have LA Knight, who gets over everywhere, where everyone does the when they say it. Everybody's entire way they enunciate always sound like LA Knight. LA Knight ain't never stepped in an arena where he do this and everybody know what to say. Slim Jim commercials. When it was SummerSlam, I think 3 years ago again, and y'all had him pull up in the Slim Jim car.
Slim Jim truck. Yeah.
So we can make millions off of him, but we just don't think he has what it takes to be the top guy. No, bro, that's ego now. Now y'all want to say this man got ego? Nah, that's ego on the other part. And it make me believe Maven even more when he say, you got favors that you don't want to put out. LA Knight should have had a title run. He should have got it before Damian became a champion. He should have got it before Drew Drew lost it, but he should have got it before Gunter became a champion. All of them.
Yeah.
The time it was supposed to happen, you didn't do it. And now you want to pull this BS of like, you just got to build it up again. For what?
It's there, man. And it's a title change. We're going to pop for a title change for a guy that we've been rooting for since y'all changed him back from Max Dupree to LA Knight. So it's there. It's easy. But here's the thing I think too, Will. TKOW, whoever you want to say, they look at like the faces who they have now as like sure things, like guarantees. We put Roman on a poster with a championship, that's going to say. You put Cody on a poster with a championship, that'll sell. Like the constants are still there, but the constants have been there for far too long. Not saying that they need to like drop down or whatever, but it's just let's hot potato this championship every now and then, man. Like I know we loved Roman's 1,300-day run, like because we hadn't seen something like that before in like in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that's done with. You had the story in there. We don't need to run that back. Now there's a chance to have some parity within WWE with Cody's title. You can have some parity there. With Roman's, like again, we talked about Roman. Once he got that chokehold on that title, this is what everybody else has to do. Like this is the outcome of that, unfortunately. And TKO sees him as like, again, he's a face. He's gonna sell tickets. He's gonna sell out houses. People are gonna pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to meet and greet with him. So that's what they're seeing. But as a fan on the other side, you're like, dude, how dope would it be if LA Knight gets a title run? How dope would it be if like Dom sneaks up and get a title run? Right. Oba title run, Trick title run. Like those are so many things you can play with, but they're just so, I guess, set in their ways. And like you said, with ego playing a part in it too, you're like, what does LA Knight have to do? Like what? Like literally, what else does he have to do?
The only thing I could think of is in regards to what they tried to accomplish with this was they know that these are two fan favorites. They know these are two potentially top guys who can possibly rise to the occasion. It feels like they just put them in the ring, put a mic in between them and said, have at it and see who does better. I don't know. I just wanted to throw that question out there. So we'll see what happens because these two will also be in competition again with Royce Keys as well as Finn Balor in a fatal four-way to decide who will advance in the last spot for the semifinals of the King and the Queen tournament.
Who's booking these matches, man? Like a fatal, like those.
That's a good question.
Hey, wait a minute. Royce Keys and Finn Balor, who just got like the rocket, like strapped back on his back after he shaved his beard and came out to his old music. Mind you, this is his debut on SmackDown, like coming to the roster, like first match. He was so over, and now he's probably about to lose this.
Hey, man,
I don't think so.
Hey, listen, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're not getting off the rails on this. We're gonna move forward. The IC title is on the line against when Penta defended the IC title against a deadbeat ass luchador, Rey Mysterio, which is supposed to be a match everybody wanted to see. I wasn't a part of that group. I don't remember having a meeting about that, but apparently this is the match everybody wanted to see. The so-called greatest luchador, which don't make sense because Dom is. So I don't know why they calling him that, but you know, Ray for some reason just can't let his child shine. Went up against Penta, of course, lost because he's a deadbeat. And then the greatest thing to happen, because this is karma. This is what happens when you a deadbeat. The laws run up on you, take your identity from you. Ethan Page did.
This was so interesting, man.
Calm down. Pay that child support. Treat your son right. But then we also had an interference from Gable come in, man. Gable making his return to Monday Night Raw, being able to assist the luchadors and as well do his apology tour to a lot of the luchadors that he did disrespect with the El Grande Americano gimmick and trying to go on the redemption run. But what I want to know, outside of thoughts on the match, though, with everything we're seeing here, like, paint me the picture of like what's happening. Like, first thing I want to know, what is Gable's next move? We've seen he's done a lot of the apology. I think they said he has one more person he has to apologize to that I think Ray hinted at. Who do y'all think that is? Is it a person from the Luchadors or is it Alpha Academy that he's addressing? Like, who is this other person or this other group? I don't know, because I don't know. He said you have someone else that you have to, you know who else you have to apologize to. So who could he mean by that? Who else is remaining?
It would have to be Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine. No, this technically kind of spiral. It's kind of, how he found El Grande Americano, the whole mask thing, and dove into the dark arts of the lucha libre. It kind of started when he was spiraling out of control with the people that stood by him on that journey, and he kind of turned his back on them. So I would assume it would have to be Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine.
Okay. Dion?
Otis is a strong candidate because that was his number one guy, man. That was his number one guy. But I don't know, like Dom Ray wouldn't have told him to apologize to Dom. Dom was the one who started. He gave him that number. But that's the only one that makes sense. I'm trying to think about the people he disrespected for about a year, man. And I think he's covered everybody. But Otis would be the one because they were tight, man. Like they're true friends too. So that's the thing. So there may be something there where we can get Otis back in the spotlight a little bit with that one too. I think Otis. Right off the top of my head, I think that's all I got. I think Otis.
But if I'm being honest, when it comes to like the whole, like apologizing to Maxine, Tozawa, and Otis, I get it. I just got to be honest.
Okay. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize to them. Do not apologize to them. You left for a reason. Motherfuckers weak. They holding you back, Gable. You was right. They were holding you back. Look at them. Ever since he left, they still ain't done nothing.
No.
Maxine stopped messing with them and became IC champ. Started messing with them again. You ain't seen it except messing with Austin Theory in the back. Useless. You left them for a reason, Gable. Do not backpedal. That was the best decision you could have made.
What? Could you imagine? Because Chad Gable was a baby face right now, right? Could you imagine, like, if this was all for nothing again? Like, all of his apologies were just to, like, do it again and become Intercontinental Champion? Like, that sort of thing? Like, think about that switch to going right back to booing him.
I get that. The only problem I don't like about that is what is the big payoff for that? Because
we got the big one.
Yeah, we got the big one. And so the biggest thing you see now is that Chad knows how to perform in the ring. Like, that's what we got back. Like, he never lost that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what we get back. We get back him being this guy. And I'm just like, yo, like I've said it with Natty and I said it with a couple others. If he just goes the Kurt Angle wrestling machine route, we got it.
It's over.
Now you put that towards a Penta and Penta dropped that title to him. We got something. Just like how we had, like I said, like with what we see cooking up here, we have Rusev and Ethan Page involved in these shenanigans, along with like a Dragon Lee and a Rey Phoenix. Now, of course, I know we're gonna have a few tag team spots we're gonna get between these two, but it's like, hey, give me a fatal four-way for the number one contendership between Chad, Ethan, Rusev, and Dragon.
Oh my God, stop it.
Where Chad advances, now we got a story continuing to brew with this.
A whole redemption arc.
Yeah, but now it doesn't even have to be necessary. Like, because to me, I don't even look at it as a redemption arc. I look at it as a reset for Chad. Like, I look at it to where it's like, yo, Chad really got a chance to just be him. It's like, hey, man, listen, I'm not going to stop until I accomplish this. I have everything I need. Luchador taught me anything. It taught me I have everything I need to succeed in this. And just like how Mexico would not let me give up, I'm not going to give up until I become the Intercontinental Champion. And then imagine they defend that title at Triple Mania. For the first time in AAA history, a WWE title is on the line.
You want to talk about must see? That would be it.
And Chad win at Triple Mania?
After the run he just had?
Oh,
and all the luchadors that he screwed over come out and give him some respect and shake his hand.
Oh, that would be great. That's giving back. That's
and
I mean,
you're just happy for Chad Gable too, man. You know what I mean? Like
he's come such a long way. I was literally
Yeah.
just thinking, I'm like, this man's literally been ready, willing, and Gable since 2016, bro.
Mhm.
it's been that long. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Gable's
Remember
a vet, 10-year vet,
towel.
man. 2015, excuse me, NXT 2015, but came up
Mhm.
later on, like not shortly after.
Yeah.
Remember the Shorty G era, and he survived that.
They had that man in a basketball uniform.
But it wasn't until Otis, till he was revived again in his own way, reinvented himself, starting. So maybe Otis is the one he needs to apologize to. But I'm here for this, the Ethan thing. I had to just put that in there. But I'm here for Ethan.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Hey man, they were a fun tag team when they were tagging, man. They were
But I don't want to
the
see
whole
that.
shoosh thing, the shoosh.
I don't want none of
had
that.
me
I don't
going.
want none of that.
But see, the thing, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to go back to that. He could just
Just has to
apologize,
That's
and
it.
he could be done with
For
it.
what? But again, what we apologizing about?
He turned on his number one guy. Otis was his number one guy,
He
man.
was his muscle. He was helping him do
Okay,
shit.
but Otis wasn't listening. Otis wasn't paying attention. Like, yo, like, what we talking about? Like, yo, like, Otis sitting here and got the other people to
Gable was bitching out Otis and slapping him in the face.
listen,
A grown ass man.
This all I know. In Kill Bill, when old girl didn't pay attention, she got her eye snatched out. Didn't nobody get mad at old boy for snatching her eye out. She's like, yeah, that's what she get for not paying attention. Now, because Gable being a little hard on them, trying to get them to where they need to be, that ruthless aggression. Now he need to apologize. That's that Gen Alpha shit that y'all be trying to do that I ain't at.
Stop it.
No,
Oh my god.
no, dead weight. Ain't no who outside of Maxine has Tozawa won a title? No.
No.
Have they won the tag team championships since
No.
Gable left to prove that their stuff is better without him? No. Oh, that's right. They did a Papa John's pizza commercial where he like, oh yeah, I like cheese pizza. Okay, what is he apologizing for? Chad, you better not backpedal and go apologize to them people. You better stand 10 toes down. I said what the fuck I said about y'all. And I'm not changing. Get better. Like I'm going to do. Get better.
Side note, can we put back the ego in the song, please?
Man, Def Rebel don't want to hear that from us, man. Def Rebel don't, like, he ain't paying attention. I asked several times, man. Like, I don't know why we took that out.
Stupid.
Because I was
betrayed.
over and allowed Otis to get his spotlight. I've like, as a grown man to get tossed across the ring, I don't think that went over as spotlight the way y'all wanted to. I was glad to see Otis as I brought it up. You notice I haven't brought up Otis anymore after that, though.
Ever since that.
It's so true. Wednesday.
It's so true.
I ain't never come back with, man, you know who we needed King of the Ring? Otis. Like, no.
He was just it's not that we needed Otis went over. We was just happy to see Otis. Like, oh, there you are.
Yeah,
all
there
right.
you are. But ain't nobody sitting here like, you know what we need? That Otis run need to make a cut, need to finally come into fruition. No.
You know what we need Otis and segments.
That's it. That's
it.
all we're gonna get. Listen, I know we tried it before, but we're gonna go for it again. Otis, money in the bank. That's why we keep pushing it back. So everybody get ready for Otis. Fuck out of here. No. Don't nobody care. Nobody care. Chad, don't you fucking backpedal on none of that. All right. That's all I know. But congratulations to Penta on remaining the IC champion. Deadbeats never win, so that's what I'm glad that match. And then we had another advancement in the King of the Ring tournament. We had another fatal four-way, which was shockingly the main event, not a segment.
We had a main event match, y'all.
We had a main event match, y'all. Seth Rollins, Devon Evans versus that Tonga boy and Ricky Saints.
Tonga boy.
I ain't calling him by that name. I don't know what name he go by no more.
I call him Big Tonga. That's all I'm calling him.
They talk that Tonga boy, that tall one, that tree. Fatal 4-way match, what we thought would be Rollins advancing into the semifinals, was thwarted by Braun Breaker and I guess the Vision, which whatever it is, and Montez Ford now helping Seth, even though he don't mess with Seth, and D'Angelo was out as well. Yeah, but none of us ever thought or addressed King Evans, the bouncy king.
OG king.
Thoughts on it, because I don't think any one of us saw this coming. None of us had this on our card of Javon's Edmund going. So just thoughts on this with everything we've seen match-wise. Like, we've seen some where we're just scratching our head as to why did this person advance? Why are we making these moves? What are your initial thoughts on Javon Edmonds picking up this win and going into the semifinals and potentially facing either Oba or Dominic? Honey, let's start with you.
I personally thought, obviously we all said we did say Rollins on our card, but I immediately, when the ref counted 3, I was pleasantly surprised and I had a smile on my face because I was genuinely happy. I'm cool with this. Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen right away, but hey, why not? Just throw him in there. He's been doing so well. He's been having a tremendous year. And to see him potentially run it back with Oba, and go one-on-one against the ruler, revisiting the NXT times, and then, or even going at Dom, you get 2 young, fresh, future stars.
There it is.
So that's that. I feel like that's more fun as well. Like, either way, no matter how you slice it, Javon Evans has a really, really good opportunity on his hands to really make something of this for himself. So kudos to the OG, young OG.
Dion, your thoughts of the young OG advancing in the King of the Ring tournament?
This is great, man. Like some fresh new blood within the tournament who could actually like switch some things up in WWE. I'm just sitting here thinking, obviously, like the Rumble is always that time where it's like, okay, a new face or whatever. There's like 3 opportunities now throughout the year with Money in the Bank and this now.
Yeah.
Those are good, like, test cases, I guess you could say, of seeing like who sort of got it, who's our next person up. And Javon has been killing it every week that he's been on the main roster. It hasn't slowed at a step. So I think seeing that was like, okay, it's not Seth, because I think we can even get into the old ways of like, oh, it's got to be Seth Rollins. Oh, it's got to be CM Punk. Oh, it's got to be Drew McIntyre. Like, we've gotten into that too. But when they do throw a curveball like this to us and we're like, okay, let's look at this and let's look on the other side of that bracket. Okay, these are new faces. These are new matchups. These are ones we haven't seen before. Some we have over in NXT or early in career. So I was down for it, man. And again, it gives Rollins whatever they still want to do with the Vision. They give that. That's still a thing apparently, but we don't have to think about that within the realm of like a title coming up, at least, or a title opportunity. So yeah, man, use these little times as King of the Ring, Money in the Banks to be like, hey, does this person have some steam? Does this person have some heat? Let's see if we can make them the I won't say new face, but like, let's see how they do. I'll say that much.
Potential new faces.
Yeah. It's time.
I don't know why people believe Rollins was going. I'm like, I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Like, man, because you got Rollins and Roman. I'm like, that is WrestleMania.
They could do that. And they could do that on their own without King of the Ring title involvement.
Like, don't get it twisted. You do not have them 2 held off this long to not do that at WrestleMania. I'm like, there is no way they have that match anywhere else. I was like, so I knew that wouldn't happen. But I'm in agreement with both of y'all, like, just to see new talent. He not gonna win because you definitely can't push Roman versus Javon at SummerSlam. You ain't there yet, bro. I'm sorry. We know that's not gonna happen. But also too, that's kind of a good thing that that's not happening, because I like Javon Evans, And I would hate for him to win this. They do that, and then that'd be the only push they ever give him.
That'd be it.
Right.
That's why I be so cautious about him. Like, you hear the ambulance, that would be Javon's career if he won King of the Ring. Because that's what's gonna happen. But that's why I don't want to see it just yet. That's why I like seeing him slowly being built, because I love what Javon does. I love seeing, like, when he faced Penta and him like learning, okay, there's a way I have to present myself in a mindset I gotta have going into these matches now that I'm on Raw. And you saw that in the King of the Ring tournament. You see him learning each and every time he steps into this ring. And that's why I don't want them to rush him so bad, because this is going to be one of the guys that's going to be a pillar in the next 10 years, 15 years. Like, this is not going to be another Ricochet effect. This guy has it. I just don't want them to try. I just, like, he's not there yet for y'all to do the whole catapult to the moon type thing, because we've seen so many of y'all put that strap on these people, and it hasn't been as successful as y'all wanted to. Right. You did it to Stephanie. Stephanie kept getting hurt. So now it doesn't hit like the way it used to. And you kind of changed everything that we do like about her. And then you watered down everything unique about her and gave it to everyone else, like a Rhea Ripley, to do. So I don't want to see the same thing happen to Javon, where it's like, oh man, it's this big opportunity, and then you never really see him on Raw except in backstage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, let him keep chasing, let him keep growing, let him keep learning, you know, and not for nothing, he's the one who's going to be waiting for whoever wins the other Fatal 4-Way, I believe, isn't he? Mm-hmm, so exactly. Depending on who wins that, that's going to be fun to even see how he goes with there, because you have all those 4 options and all of them are great options.
They are. So congratulations to Javon Evans in advance. And again, something we didn't see coming, which is what us as viewers enjoy to see. So we will see exactly who he's going to face in the semifinals this Friday in the last of the Fatal 4-Way matches. Again, it's going to be Jey Uso, LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Finn Balor. But we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Now I want to move into I guess we talking about it now. The actual brackets. We're going to talk about the actual bracket. I thought I moved these, and I didn't. So, my bad. I thought I was trying to do this till after SmackDown, but yes. So, here's the current bracket of the men's King of the Ring. Here's the thing I want y'all to really get, or have any of y'all in one guess. Have you noticed something in this bracket? You got one guess. That's it. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to see if you see what I see.
They're about to be all Raw.
We have 3 Raw contestants in this match. The Fatal 4-Way is Jey, LA, Royce, Finn.
And they have to go. Do they pick which title they want, or they go for Roman?
I think it's depending on the brand that they're on.
Yeah,
it depends on the brand. So if it's red brand is Roman, blue is Cody.
I think that's the difference from the Royal Rumble to the King of the Ring. You go where your respective brand is.
So this is gonna be a Roman match.
Yeah,
Roman's whoever this is.
You want to know why? Because there's no one to face Cody, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But in this, let's start off here. No, we're gonna get to that.
Not yet. I guess you're right.
There's nobody on SmackDown that is fitting to be in this that they had in here that will sell the ticket for that. There's not. I'm sorry.
Oh well, that's upsetting.
Yeah, Trick Williams ain't ready yet for it to be him versus Cody. That's too quick. If we just being honest, and y'all both know that's too quick.
Yeah.
The emotional side of it. Solo Sikoa is not a selling ticket. Hayes is not a selling ticket. Priest is not a selling ticket. Saint is not a selling ticket. That Tonga boy for damn sure ain't a selling ticket right now to go up against Cody and the stature that they have him at. Not to say none of these people will not be future champions. Just where you have him, he's at Super Cody. None of them are ready for Super Cody.
Well, what Boza just said was very interesting. Have we seen Nightmare versus Demon at all?
No, I don't think we've had Cody versus Finn at all. outside of tag team stuff.
I know we had AJ versus Finn. I'm almost positive we had Cody and Finn some kind of way. Almost.
The ones I could be wrong, but I distinctly remember tag team matches that they've had.
Tag team battles, yeah. Singles competition. They clashed for the World Heavyweight title. Tournament match. It was a tournament match.
Okay, yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah,
okay,
so we haven't seen it with that. But
that's
again,
the only thing that would have money because of their Bullet Club history.
Yeah, but if you look at where everything else is, so let's start this fatal 4-way first. Jey Uso, LA Knight, Royce Keys, Finn Balor. Who's the first one you can eliminate out of this? Like straight up, like, hey, we know this person ain't going.
Unfortunately, I think it might be Royce Keys.
I think it might be LA Knight.
Dang, even Boza said LA Knight. Because I have an argument that Royce Keys could win this. It caught Dion, and that's why he upset because he see it too. You see it. You see that, especially with the way this tournament been going. Because Jay and LA could cancel each other out, and all you got is Finn and Royce left.
Yeah, true.
And the only way I see Royce losing is if Tala interfered.
The whole Timu bloodline solo and them because they're trying to recruit him and he keeps telling them no. So,
yeah. But also too, I can see them screwing everybody and getting Royce to win and be like, remember who helped you out with this.
Yeah.
Remember?
So we trying to say this could potentially be just Javon and Dom then.
Well, I'm asking because the thing is, like with this particular fatal 4-way, and then another one we're gonna talk about in the Queen of the Ring. None of these men can really afford to lose. The lowest one in that bracket that can't afford it is Royce, to be honest. Royce is the only one where it's like, okay, if you lose, you're okay, but you also can't another pin. You can't eat 2 pins in a row. Like Tyler got you last week. I can't see you take another pin. But all of these people have too many implications to where it's like, yo, this would vastly hurt their career if they lost. But with where all 4 of their storylines are, which one has the most to advance in this that makes sense? I know y'all don't want to say it, but you know who it is.
Are you saying Jay?
You know it's going to be Jey Uso. You already know it's going to be Jay.
I mean, if we're all going after Roman.
Oh, and you know what? I have to take that back now. You do get to choose who you want for King of the Ring.
You do?
Yeah, because remember, Roman said that.
Roman told him go get the other one.
Yeah, and Jay said, when I win King of the Ring, I'm going to go challenge Cody. Just like how
and not for nothing, that makes me think that he's not challenging Cody in the first place because you don't just openly come out and say that. And then that's what I forgot to mention, but we're going to get into that. But he did say that openly out loud. And I'm like, wait a minute, your former tag partner, you mean Cody Rhodes?
Well, it's always been that there though. That story's always been there for that though. Like, and then there's a lot of leeway into these next couple of weeks of who Jay decides. Maybe he hasn't decided who he want to face. And then you start getting these conversations with Cody in his head, like, so you want to face me instead of face the person that dragged you through the mud? Like, no disrespecting your family, but is he really still the head of the table or is it you?
Mm-hmm.
So you see like where that starts.
Drive a hard bargain, sir.
That's just my pick. I'm just asking y'all with all
No,
of these.
it makes perfect sense though. Because why would you say like, hey, go get that other one and you don't go, this is a straight shot to it. So
Jay's been real pushy, he's been real different.
Sendil, I'm not leaving it hanging. Remember, we're just talking about the fatal four-way. We're not at the semifinals yet, and then who advances. So again, we're just talking about the fatal four-way right now. We're gonna get into that about the remaining semifinalists. So just bear with us. So I ask, who do y'all think is winning the fatal four-way between these men? Jay, LA, Keys, or Balor? Quick, no thinking. Dion, go.
Finn Balor.
Honey, go.
Finn Balor, because that's who I want to win. Yep, Finn Balor.
Jay Uso, because who gives a fuck about Finn being on SmackDown? That's not enough to make a win. Sorry. Just being for real. That's not enough to make a win. And does running back Dom and Finn make sense?
Final nail in the coffin, because we're sick of this back and forth Judgment Day shit.
He had the final nail in the coffin. That's why he went to SmackDown. His final nail was JD. It wasn't Dom. It was JD.
That's true. It was.
Remember, he beat Dom at WrestleMania. Why are we running this back?
Damn it. It is going to be Jay.
And all for you to go to King of the Ring to lose to Dominic?
We know Jay going to beat Dom's ass.
No, I don't think Finn's going to eat the pin on this, though. I don't think he's going to eat the pin. I think Jay going to pin LA Knight, in my opinion.
Yep.
But
LA Knight's in that pin.
But we have our picks. So now we move on to the fatal four-way. We move on to the semifinals. We have Obafemi and Mysterio, who I think we all are kind of on the same page. Mysterio's going to the finals due to some kind of interference with Brock.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, you don't call out the beast and don't think that he's not finna come the next week. So we have that side. Now, let's do both scenarios. Javon versus Finn, Javon versus Jay. Which is the bigger ticket match?
Jay gets the win. Either Jay, I think it'll be Jay.
Javon versus Finn would be fun, though.
Oh, man.
Because that would be, like a master class, with, the veteran Finn Balor and Evans being the young OG come up. I feel like that would be a really good match. But as far as what really sells and what the tickets are calling for, everybody loves that good old main event Jey Uso
versus your boy being bouncy. So which one are you really picking when you, because again, when you start to predict these type of things and you start moving in throughout the tournament, it gets a little harder.
This is difficult.
Make you rethink your choices. Oba and Mysterio is easy because we're relying on the crutch of Brock.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I still say Finn Balor because, for sake of an unexpected banger between them two. I don't know.
And I don't think that's unrealistic, if I'm being honest with you, because again, it'd be different if this was happening at Night of Champions and then you do the finals at the end, but it's not.
Because I'm looking at all the people that Javon has been in the ring with, and he's been in there with the big players, including Penta, and the match that he put on there. Like to go from Penta to Finn Balor, that's pretty damn cool for his journey on his way up.
Yeah. And I can see that. I can also see to my homeboy Josh Sabion in the comments about Javon, being a part of the bloodline story to help defeat them as such, and just kind of adding that now as a thing. Like again, like these are the people y'all are screwing over. These are the people that y'all are leaving in uneasy positions. And I can see that being an issue. But it's a lot of these have good stories that's going. But I would have to say, I think we get. So what would you rather? So out of the three we have on the right side, let's say Dominic is in the finals. Which is the better ticket for Night of Champions in Riyadh? Dominic versus Javon, Dominic versus Finn, or Dominic versus Jay? You already know
Where are we again for Night of Champions?
We in Riyadh.
Jey Uso.
Come on now. You already know what this is. I don't know why y'all.
Yeet.
Like, y'all know what the fuck about to happen.
Oh, yeah. Dion, you know what? I know I rag on you a lot, but I genuinely feel bad for you with the LA Knight thing, man. I really do.
That sucks, man.
It really does.
Like I've never it's so rare that you get to root for somebody like that you just hope like I can't wait to hear like a 3 and the pop that gets because I'm gonna pop here at home.
You had Cody, you're all right. You got Cody, you're fine.
True that, but really, a guy like LA Knight, we've seen that rise, and I like having that happen, man. I like feeling that way about wrestling. But if every pay-per-view you give me like the same stuff and it's pretty predictable, it's like what was all this build up for? You know?
What was the reason?
But if I'm gonna be honest with you too, I know why LA Knight ain't pushed. I know the exact reason why he ain't pushed. And
I love you tell me.
Don't nobody want to say it out loud. He reminds you of Rock and Austin, and Triple H can't stand either one of them because they always dog him during the Attitude Era, and he is definitely taking that out on him. No, it ain't age. It ain't age. As many people as we've seen, look at CM Punk over at World Champ.
Yeah, it's never about age.
Like CM Punk got a.
It's the beef with Kevin Nash on Twitter and shit.
I'm holding it. Oh, GTS. Hold on, one more time. Let me get on my knee.
Man. Oh, I thought that was pretty dope, man.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank God, I killed it's 3. Okay.
Oh my God! Stop! Because not for nothing, I was there at SummerSlam seeing him do that shit to Gunter, man. I thought
what is space when you get the time?
The look on his face when Seth's music hit too. I'm like,
I gotta wrestle some more. Oh,
that was some good acting though. That was good acting though.
Thank you. That is CM Punk right there. That's best in the world for y'all, right? That's best in the world right there.
Shane McMahon.
Yeah. So we're saying finals. TKO's version, Dominic, Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want to give out your dream pick. What's the dream final for you, honey? Off the top.
Yeah. Over Femi and Javon Evans.
Okay.
Running back from NXT.
Okay. Dion, who is your dream finals for night for King of the Ring?
LA Knight and of the people that we picked, or just
no, your dream. So out of these
LA Knight, LA Knight, Dominic Mysterio. That'd been great.
My dream one would be probably the same as Honey is Oba versus Jay. Oba versus Jay. That arena would light up. That world would light up. Ain't nobody Sindil. First of all, ain't nobody scared of nothing. All right.
That's what we want. That. Don't get us twisted, girl. You know
So here's the reason why we not addressing King Dominic Mysterio. We don't want to jinx King Dominic Mysterio.
Right.
Because we've seen it where we're just like, yo, it's time for the scumbag era. And they don't do it. So I'm just like, we don't want to fully get our hopes up, and then they pull some BS where he don't get it.
The last time we actually had a moment like that where they pulled the trigger and we reached the scumbag era was the double turn at SummerSlam. Okay. Yeah. So and that's why mega heat he's getting, but we don't want to jinx it for our boy. We know that's coming.
Yeah, but don't. Yeah, but the
only one jinxing it is Liv. She's the only one jinxing it.
Probably. But that's the thing, like with the last set of people that are in this match, we want all of them to win. We want Oba to win. We want Dominic to win. I would love to see King Evans. Even out of the 4, I'm not even finna knock out Royce Keys on there. I would love to see out of those 4, whoever advances, any of them deserve King of the Ring, and none of us are going to be upset at who gets crowned. Like none of us are finna be like, man, this is some bullshit. Like it ain't no Danhausen. We not getting that.
Right. We're clear. I'm glad I was wrong on that fact of King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring being taken seriously and not gimmicky. So, but it also would be nice to see a prince turn into a king, King Balor, like that Prince Balor to King Balor. That would be fire too.
I mean, King of the Luchadors and King of the Ring. Just
King of the Luchadors. Listen, and the way he came out of AAA, you saw they was carrying that boy.
Man, could you imagine when is AAA? I mean, when AAA? When is Triple Mania?
Hold on, I got it right here. Hold on. September 11th in Vegas. That's night 1, and then night 2 is that Sunday in Mexico City.
Can you imagine Dirty Dom as World Heavyweight Champion and AAA Champion?
Man, listen,
Triple Mania,
and nobody's ever done that.
Nobody.
He'd be the first.
You would go. You already beyond feats of your deadbeat ass daddy. That would seal the coffin right there. Like, you ain't never been world champion in a whole nother promotion and putting the title up. You dead bastard.
I would cry. I would cry tears of joy with a tear in my eye. That would be wonderful.
So we say all of that, Cindil, to say, like, look at everything that we're saying could happen with Dom. We just don't want to go. We just don't want to jinx it. We just don't want it to be like, we just really don't want to get our hopes up. Like, we're doing it so much that we want Brock to interfere with Oba. I want my client to be King of the Ring. I would love to have that in my stable of clients. But that's how much we do like Dom. That we're like, yo, have that interfere so Dom can go over.
Right. But because at the same time, we know what awaits Oba towards the end. We know what we're gearing towards.
Yeah.
We know where we're going with Oba. They're both going to be fine.
Exactly. So we good. But let's move into the Queen of the Ring. This was supposed to be shown after SmackDown because I was going to be talking about that. But we had the Fatal 4-Way happen on SmackDown this past Friday, which was Bayley, Raquel Rodriguez versus JC Jane and Kiana James. And we had Big Mommy Cool advance into the semifinals, and she will be going up against Io Sky, the Genius of the Sky, versus La Ruda. La Max Ruda. But we still have a Fatal 4-Way left that will be taking place on SmackDown this Friday. It's going to be Sol Ruka versus Lyra Valkyria versus Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill. Now, the question is, before we get into the semifinals, who wins this Fatal 4-Way match between them? And do you notice another thing that was happening in the men's? It's happening.
It's all Raw again.
Yeah. So we're going all, I don't know if I should say that, but basically all Raw roster superstars for these semifinals. The way I was gonna just come out and say that, it was gonna be so bad. I was gonna say that a whole different way.
We got you. Yeah, we all Raw. Going all Raw.
Flair and Jade to me cancel themselves out because they're gonna be beefing in there. Lyra has a very big opportunity on her hands to advance. However, I just think for shits and giggles and fun, it's got to be Sol Ruka. I want to see Sol Ruka and Morgan go at it and live. That would be pretty fun.
Okay, so you got Sol on this one. All right, Dion, who you got?
Yeah, I was picking Sol on this one too, but I changed that when we started going through the list again. I'm gonna go with Lyra, man. I'm gonna go with Lyra getting this spot, man. Y'all call her names and all that stuff, man. I'm going with her.
Who called her that?
Y'all call that woman Bird Lady, man. Y'all
she is a bird lady.
She is a bird lady.
No insult. You
don't say Bird Lady, though. You don't say she don't go by Bird Lady.
She's a bird lady.
A Valkyrie, a bird. Duh. She has feathers on her clothes.
At least I ain't call her bird girl. I call her bird lady because she's a bird lady.
And she's a lady.
I got Lyra.
A very sweet lady, too.
She ain't trying to get us against Lyra Valkyria. Don't have her come on this show thinking we insulting her. Like, they be calling you bird lady all the damn time.
Yeah.
That is a compliment.
Yeah.
That's what I got for it.
So she should take it further, have a split personality like the demon in Finn and go full like.
Man, I'm waiting for that, like some full Black Swan mode, bro.
Black Swan bird, like
let's go. I want that. That's what I can't wait for.
So y'all got that, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going with Charlotte Flair.
I don't blame you.
Liv versus Charlotte.
That's money.
That's a match.
And there's longer history between those two.
And we already saw Soul versus Liv when she first got there. So to have to run it back right now, there is a lot of stake in Lyra though. Like I don't want that to be taken away, and I see why Dion is picking her. We saw what she did in the last Queen of the Ring. So again, Lyra versus Liv ain't bad either. But I gotta go with Charlotte. Lyra. I'm going with Charlotte with the hopes that Lyra picks up a win. But my final choice is going to be Charlotte. Now, with these in the ring, let's start off on the right side. Io versus Raquel. Who wins? No thought process, nothing. Who you got? Honey.
Raquel.
Big mommy.
Raquel.
Big mommy. Hands down. And this match is going to be good because they put on a banger already before.
You good, Neon?
I'm good.
He was like, fine, I got it. Okay.
You set us up, man.
I wasn't finished. I normally pick who, like, hold on, who you got? I was like, no thought process, just say who you got. Raquel. Like maybe I gave him a hot signal that he was like, yo, wow, I'm first, right? So out of Liv and Soul, Honey, who wins?
Liv
and Lyra, Dion.
Liv.
We know what's happening here, don't we?
Do we?
And that's what I want it.
Has the faction killer struck so fast we going to Queen of the Ring to break them up?
It's got to be something like to this magnitude, man. She's already got a title, and you in a tournament to go for another title when I don't have a title,
and you're gonna force me to go get the other title.
Yeah,
after
when I don't
screwed me from the first time in the beginning of the year for the Rumble.
So then let's walk through this then. Let's really walk.
Finger poke of doom. That's what's gonna happen. Finger poke of doom. Finger poke of doom.
Please God, no. Please God, no. Then you're taking this and you're turning it into shit.
I thought about Raquel laying down for Liv and just taking it. I did think about that.
Now I thought about the reverse. Liv laying down for Raquel, so Raquel can get a title shot.
No. Liv ego too big for that. That's why I'm now curious on if you do Liv and Raquel, how do you make this make sense? Because one, you have to have them in the ring.
Roxanne's the X Factor.
How?
Well, she was very upset about her loss. We saw how Liv reacted to that. And we see how she's pushing and trying to control everything. So I just can't help but wonder. And then that I'm saying a lot because it's going into my my writer's room type of stuff. So I don't want to say too much. But yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll save that for the writer's room then.
Yeah, because a lot of the details are in the writer's room. But I think that Roxanne could help Raquel and would.
I don't think Liv wins this.
You said you don't?
No.
Okay.
Here's my question. Here's my thing. This is difficult. Because while I get it, I'm gonna be honest with you, none of that makes sense for them to break up right now.
The break up Judgment Day, yeah.
This ain't the spot for it. There's not enough time to promote it. There's not enough time to promote the betrayal, anything. So then that means either EO goes over. I hope EO don't go over. Not that I don't want EO to win. I just really want Raquel to win more.
Yeah.
And I get that it could be a start, but it's like, how do you start that? Oh, and you know what, too, though? No, you know what? I don't think Liv gonna win. I think Stephanie comes back, screws her over, and gets her kicked out the tournament.
Say that again?
I think Stephanie gets involved and messes up Morgan's chances to advance. Because that's what they've been holding out on. And then you get Stephanie versus Liv at Night of Champions. Because you can't do Night of Champions and not have titles.
Would not have a title online.
Yeah.
You're right.
So while that story was great, it's just like, I just don't know if it's fully there for them to break up, if that makes sense. Because, like, especially like if you wrestle each other already for that, and then it's like now y'all gotta kind of be in the room with each other again. Like, I don't know how you sell that. But now if you sell like Liv facing Stephanie at Night of Champions, and then Raquel winning Queen of the Ring, and Liv like trying to bait her into going to SmackDown to face to face Rhea, and then you get a Batista moment where it's like, and then the big boot to Liv, and then that's how Raquel go babyface. Now you got SummerSlam. See what I'm saying? Like doing it at Queen of the Ring it feel like it's a little too quick. Besides, we've never seen these two face each other in the ring outside of tag teams.
Oh, you're right.
And so for us all wanting to see that, them kind of getting screwed over on their stuff, I could see it. They should break up after Roxanne was Monday. Why does my client have to break up to win that? Can't she just win it? Quit trying to break up the Judgment Day. Stop being a faction killer like Honey. All right.
Well, she's still around, man.
She's still around for 2026. Okay. Let's let her take a break and wait till 2027. Then she can start breaking up both factions after that. We can be like, break them up as much as you want, honey. You good to go now. But she done broke up enough. The shirt is full.
It's never enough. It's never enough. There's still more to do.
It's never enough for her.
My work is never done.
But we shall see who advances this Friday in the Fatal 4-Way against Sol Ruka, Lara Valkyria, Charlotte, and Jade Cargill, who we also acting like ain't a factor in this for some reason. And that
I know, right? Like we just completely overlooked.
Like the former Queen of the Ring ain't something to behold in this. So, and if I'm being honest, would not mind a Jade versus Raquel type match.
That's
the thing. The matchups here are like you can do them either way you want. Like your final is going to be really good.
Oh yeah,
with this one. So I don't think there's a lot of pushback on this one for a lot of people. I think it's like whatever happens with this one happens. But if it's the Liv sort of deal with the storyline, you're right. Maybe it is a little too soon. Maybe it is a little too soon to do it. But it's so hard to say too soon with the Judgment Day when the Judgment Day has been around for a long time. But this iteration of the Judgment Day is new. So give it some time, but it's gonna happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
One would think.
But if I'm being honest, TKO might let her be a 2-time Queen of the Ring just so we get Rhea and Jade one more time.
I roll.
I know y'all hate it.
Was I on here when we talked about? No, I was on here for when y'all talked about that match.
No, you were here that Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, you were coincidentally gone when we talked about Cody and Gunter, aka
Yeah, well, we're not gonna talk about that right now.
Why did you even bring that up, man? Okay.
Yeah, you weren't, because you weren't here to bring it up.
Yeah.
You coincidentally couldn't make it that episode.
Otherwise, we would have asked you, Dion, what do you want to talk about?
What else we got, man?
We'll get to that. Because you know it's on the list. But we're going to talk about a little bit of NXT. We're going to get through this just a little bit. We got number one contenders for both the NXT championships. I'm not going to keep doing men and women thing. Y'all champions, whatever. Like, I'm tired of doing that. Like, y'all know who the hell y'all are. Y'all both champions. We had the number one contendership for the NXT title against Kalani Jordan and Kendall Gray. Incredible match. Kendall Gray won. And she's the new number one contender, and she will face Lola Vice for the championship at a later date. Quick thoughts. We say
they're high up on her, man.
They high up on her. But what does this do for Kalani? Is she a part of that summer call-up, or does she still stick around until she finally gets that title?
You talked about it weeks ago, man. Like, I was like, man, she's been there long enough. So what? She doesn't win the title. She's had a hell of an NXT career. It's time. Let's go ahead and move her up, because you see how people are doing now, who they moved up already, and it gives you more dancing partners on the main roster too. So,
very true.
Bring her on up, man. Bring her on up.
I get it. I disagree though. I'm with Honey. I disagree.
Would you rather eat a pin on Raw or on NXT, in a place where you've been for a very long time to try to win a championship?
I'd rather eat a pin at NXT knowing I'm not ready. Like, you got to think about it. Like,
I don't think she's ready.
Well, think about it. Like, the people who have moved up have so much behind them. Sol Ruka is over with the crowd. Javon Evans worked his way properly to get over on the crowd. Even for a Fatal Influence, the heat that they have is just as much as we're seeing as far as a Sol Ruka and Javon Evans being cheered. Kalani is still in this shift of trying to find herself. She hasn't fully dove into the transformation like we got with Trick Williams or even a Carmelo. So you send her up now, it's to do what? Get put in the mid-card division? Because she has great in-ring capability, but still hasn't really necessarily gotten over with the crowd on if she's a baby face, is she an anti, or is she a heel? Yeah. And we didn't really get to see that with her as TNA champion as much as we wanted to. So it's like we need to see a chance where it's like, okay, what are you as a champion? And I just think Kalani still needs some time in doing that.
Really? Okay.
And even to Josh's point in the chats, he forgot Kalani was there. So now you put her on a main roster. She's sitting back there with Ivy now, waiting to get a shot.
She's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
She definitely will. And then the fact that Lola Vice is the one who is the champion right now gives Kalani more fuel, because that's where technically this new version of Kalani started, and she needs to get that title. And honestly, for another stat, we haven't had a black women's NXT champion since Ember Moon.
Yeah,
I think Kalani deserves to go for that NXT title.
It's something Honey said last week. We need the her era. We need to see that.
It has to happen here.
It has to happen. Yeah. You have to have the same momentum your future husband had when he got here. Then you can move up, because again, like, this is someone that I'm like, I really want to see it come together for her, but I know she's still trying to find her footing as far as what her personality is, and that's the thing she just hasn't figured out. Like, what is it do I really want to be when it comes to this? And she hasn't found nothing that is fully like attached to the WWE universe, because we know what it's like when you're a face. It's very easy for you to get over. But it's like now the whole thing of just like trying to be like the little snobbish version of herself, like, none of you treated me right and stuff. It's like, we don't believe that. We don't believe that you.
I need her to go full blown her mode, like the way Carmelo turned on turned on the whole division when they was booing the shit out of him when he turned on Trick Williams. Like, I need
her to take people out. I need her to take people out.
Yeah,
I need you to get down and dirty. Like, I need you to take a lead pipe to the back of Kendall's knee and take her out for a few weeks. Like, hey, try to go get your title defense now, little one. But take your ass back to the ball.
Change the music up. Bump, crank up the nozzle on the attitude, and just be
make your attacks more vicious. Like, you're now showing like you're a good like you can tap folks out. Like, you could be a tap out queen. But like, let's show that. Like, that's why I say, like, I feel like she still needs time where she's at. I think she's okay because again, it's we can say she's fallen into the same footsteps as a JC Jane, and we have talked about that, where it's like, okay, is JC ever gone? Like, she'd have been here for years, but now look at how much patience to have for that has been a success for her now. She is one of the main talks on SmackDown. Like, how you get more airtime than Mia Yim and B-Fab?
Yeah, man.
You've pinned Charlotte Flair. You've faced the WWE Women's Champion, and you haven't even been on SmackDown for a month. That's the same things that could happen with Kalani Jordan if you're allowed to give her a title run and really showcase what she can be. But for right now, it's going to be Kendall Gray going up against the current champion, Lola Vice. So we'll see exactly how that occurs as this story progresses. And then these two dudes going to face the other NXT champion. And then it's Evil and Moonrock versus one another, and Evil won. And as you can see, everybody looking in their phones and looking down, no one cares. So we're going to push it on. Oh, yeah. We'll see when Evil will face Tony D at a later date. But the main thing.
Now this.
The Beast is back. Or is it She Beast? No,
she got that title quick.
That's real cancel-like. Yes. We have a new NXT North American champion in Zaria. This past Tuesday, Tatum Paxley put her title on the line against Zaria, and Zaria reminded everybody why she got that promo she got before she got here. In swift fashion, we have a new person, we have a new champion. The plates are on the title, so this is not no fluke. They are completely invested into her from what it seems like. But I want to get y'all thoughts real quick on Zaria winning. Only thing I really want to know is, we know it was deserving. We're glad to see it and it being paid off. But now that she's champ, here is my question. Who is the person that should challenge her for this title? How do you keep this momentum going? Who does she need to be able to keep this going? And to just throw that out there, does it need to be a person? Does it need to be a particular match? Like, does Zaria come out and go, I'll take on 3 of y'all right now?
And we building her like that, man.
I mean, again, bro, like, this is I know people will have certain jokes about this, but this is the female Brock Lesnar. Essentially.
That's what they're gonna book her as. She's gonna be the mountain that everybody else needs to climb, not the other way around. This isn't. She's just gonna run through the division. Like, who wants it?
I'm not mad at it. My pick for this, I think her first challenger should be Lizzie Rain.
You think so already?
Yep, her versus Lizzie Rain.
Sickening. Oh. Mine kind of rhymes, but it's not going to be Lizzie Rain. I was thinking Izzy Dame.
You gonna drop her from the NXT title back to North?
Who?
And we're talking
Izzy's going for the main title now.
Yeah, Izzy been eyeing Lola for the last couple of months.
That's true. No, actually, no, I don't do that. No.
And we're talking like rivalry, right?
Rivalry,
or just next up.
It's up to you. It's up to you. What do you? I don't want
to put Lizzie Rain in that situation this early, man. You know what I mean?
Lizzie Rain does not get hurt if she take a L to Zaria. I'm telling you that.
Then I know it won't hurt her, but it's like, man, I don't want to lose either.
Man, let's have
He's
some
gonna
fun.
have to lose eventually, Mr. 79 and 179 and 0. That's never happening again, sir.
Anyway,
I don't want to see her to lose.
I would
You think
say,
Nikita Lyons would be a good? Oh, sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was like Nikita Lyons. You think that would be?
I mean, that'd be good for a great squash match.
Formidable. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I'm always looking.
No, as a match, yes. If you talking about as a rivalry, no. As a
I'm
match,
always looking at the roster when we do this just to make sure.
I'm also thinking let's make it more fun and keep capitalizing more on that TNA partnership. I was thinking somebody like Rosemary come through.
I can see that. I'm thinking of Indy Hartwell.
Work.
It's
Like,
so great to get her back.
I can see that as a rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, if you bring back Indy Hartwell, you better make sure she's on there a couple of times.
Yeah, man, this is interesting. Like, they really took a lot of people from this call up, didn't they?
We are restarting. Now, another one I could throw out there, Callie Armstrong.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't think she's too, like a better term, green?
I've seen her in the ring. I don't know why they're not pushing her more now. I don't get why Kendall Gray keep getting all this pushes and Callie not.
Jada?
Saying that.
I'm off that train, man.
Okay, I just had to ask. I just wanted to see where we were. I just wanted to see where we were. I just had to ask.
I don't know what's going on with her. Like, I don't want what's happening with her to come into the same atmosphere of what Zaria is doing right now.
Okay.
Lizzie Ray might be the best one. Like just looking at this roster, that might be the best pick.
Now,
unless she go after like Lola right now, but
Josh gave the best one. That was the one I was thinking of why I asked that question like that. He said do a gauntlet match and see which person can pop up with her. And then that'll set up.
He's not another freaking gauntlet.
Hey, with Zaria though, Spirit and F5 and everybody, I'll take that.
Okay, so, a real quick side mission. The gauntlet I tried to do on 2K, hardest thing I've ever had to do on 2K in my life.
We're not doing this with you. We're in an hour and 37 minutes. I'm not finna go off these rails with you.
How far did y'all get though? Just let me know. How far did y'all get? I got to 12 before I lost.
Showcase?
No. You can do the gauntlet or the showcase. I chose to do the gauntlet first.
Oh, I ain't even stepped in showcase to do the gauntlet.
I did showcase. I'm not even done yet.
Yeah, because you can unlock if you finish the gauntlet, you win 20 matches in a row. Through a gauntlet, you unlock everything. So you don't need to go through showcase.
I kind of like doing it.
But who you got to play with? You got to play with Punk?
You got to play with CM Punk.
I'm not doing that.
On the gauntlet?
Yeah, I made it to 12.
On the showcase, you get to play as other people too.
Yeah, I'd rather do the showcase in that case.
I was like, I want it all, man.
I don't like Punk's moveset. Like, and I couldn't take all of that. Like,
I will say, side note, with all the people that I could play as on the showcase against Punk, I was that person to beat Punk because I can't stand Punk's moveset on the game either.
I hate his moveset. Like, it's atrocious.
All right.
Ain't that bad.
No, that's like, and I'm not saying that like towards him, but it's like there's a certain way I play with these characters, the way you learn grooves on it, and his is just so like it's off, and it's like because it's CM Punk was created better to play against than to play with. That's what I've noticed. Yeah, like it's great when you play against him because it gives you a chance to really be in the match and stuff like that. But playing as him, I'm just like.
Yeah, I don't know who's ever gonna beat. If somebody's beat that gauntlet, I would love to know because
I'm sure it is. Honestly, if I do it, I probably could beat it.
Will, I'm telling you, man, you and I are veteran players. I get it. I felt the same way going in, baby. I was like, I'm gonna like everything. Boy, you get down one.
I did the Super Cena one and beat it. First try.
This is different.
Dion.
Trust me, try to play it. This is different.
Wait. Do you lose your energy and have to maintain that same energy in the gauntlet match?
It's one bar, man. It's one bar.
No, that's different.
Yeah. And it'll build back up. It'll build back up.
That adrenaline specials they got where they get the purple bar. Ooh, no, that's
Will. I made it 12 and I was exhausted, man. I was like, I ain't trying this ever again. I went straight to the showcase. First match was against JBL. I was like, let's do this.
I think that's the point, though. I think it's the point that they do that, so you do have to go through it. Cause
yeah, man, that stunk. Okay,
one bar at 15? Nah.
You have to be 20.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. But like by 15, like it's like, okay, this dude's essentially dead. Like, why am I using like Punk ain't finna do this? Like, what now?
Just all bruised up, man. All bruised up.
Like red all over, busted, bloody. Like, man, you for real leaning down now and picking them up. Like, it's real happening that way.
This is the first time I scooted to the edge of the couch in a long time for a 2K game, man. You know what I mean?
where you got to hit the stand up, where you got to.
I got to kick out, man. That was me kicking out every time.
Yeah, whatever dude got to stand up to play the game, we've gone too far. We've gone way too far. But now in the same spirit, man, shout out to Tatum Paxley for being a wonderful NXT North American champion. But the question I have for y'all when it comes to her, same kind of thing with Kalani. Does she now go after the NXT title, or is she a part of this summer call-up and goes to the main roster?
How's her reception with the crowd? You would know better, Will.
People love her. Like people honestly believe she should have went up when Soul went up, and the rest of them, like, Soul, Javon and Oba, they thought she'd be one of those two that went up with them.
Not yet.
This one I don't mind. Tatum has her personality already, and Tatum is incredible in the ring. I think Tatum could find her footing better than Kalani would if she got a call up. And she's done it all already. Like, she's been NXT champion. She's been North American champion. Like, what's left for her?
And look at her character, too. I don't think there's anything like her on the main roster. So
especially Alexa not doing it no more either.
She can shine with that.
She can shine with that. Oh, Lord. What you got, Faction Killer? Why you not feeling it?
I don't know. Did we really see, like, I don't know what it is about. I feel like they don't really take advantage of the women's side with the NXT and TNA partnership as much as they do with the men's. I feel like, I don't know.
You want to do a TNA run?
I don't see why not for her. I just feel like there's just something else missing for me personally with Tatum Paxley. She, like, I try to catch on to her, but I can't. Like, I'm not fully convinced about her moving up, and I feel like honestly TKO is going to ruin her gimmick. So
that's why okay. Now I get it. I understand.
That's understandable too.
They ruined the Wyatts, and so she don't believe in nothing of these types no more. That's what that is.
I mean,
I get
only the Wyatts. They ruined the Wyatts and Alistair and Zelina all on the weekend of my birthday.
There was that talk about weird characters and stuff, right? Weird and spooky characters or whatever.
Yeah.
But she's a little bit more than that, I feel like,
I think she found her perfect mix. Like, she really is like another Alexa. Like, I don't think because again, too, like, she can do what she's doing now and don't necessarily have to go to the dollhouse gimmick or anything else. But there's a lot that she's done that can come with that. Like, again, she's the first woman to be in a women's casket match. Like, that was the first time in history women have been in a casket match. The playground match, like, she shines on there. Like, I will always tell people, go back and watch Tatum Paxley versus Roxanne Perez at Halloween Havoc. In a playground match. They were incredible. So that's why I say with a Tatum, I know she hasn't been like a full spotlighter, but she really is kind of like the Bailey of her class that she came in with. Like, she's accomplished everything. So that's why I'm like, too, like, and even like personality wise, there's something to behold her there if she went to SmackDown. Because honestly, too, I know we keep like pairing them and stuff like that, but this would be the perfect time where you have her and Blake Monroe become a tag team and go after the women's titles. If you just want to keep them protected and not have to worry about like when are they going to get individual shots or belts. But there's a lot there. There's a lot there for Tatum. But I can understand your restriction of it or your hesitation of it when it comes to her. And how the receiver. So the one thing I would say is not fully bumping her up yet due to Javon Evans' route. Like, let people see her a little bit. Let people like give us a few favorites we've already talked about. Like, I would love to see her. And before Alexa got rid of it, though, I love to see the two of them run it back together. Which also still works because even though she don't have Lily no more, she don't really do the dolls no more either. So we both kind of see these two new advanced versions of both of them. So you kind of have those matches there. You have her stuff to run back with Blake Monroe, even to go up against a Mia Yim. So it's like she's needed way more than we're giving her credit for when it comes to the roster.
It's my PTSD. Sorry, y'all.
I know it is. As soon as she said, I just don't say it. I'm like, I know exactly why she said that because they let the Wyatts go and Alistair. Anything dark and spooky, she finna be like, no.
I just don't trust TKO with it. That's all.
I think she'll be fine. I think Tatum will be fine. But shout out to having such a great run. Hopefully, we see what transpires from it next with Tatum Paxley. But looking forward to seeing like what she does, man. I enjoy Tatum. Personality in the ring. She is so dope in the ring. And then we do move to SmackDown. Just a couple of things. Cody Rhodes versus Gunter.
Who cares?
Dion, your thoughts on this current rivalry with the WWE champion and Gunter?
I mean, it's something to do, right? It's something to do, right?
It's something to do. That's what he just said about his WWE champion.
Oh my God,
Dion, to do.
I can't.
Well, the other guy on the other show don't even travel with his belt. So
don't bring Tribal Chief into this.
Just saying.
This has nothing. Don't deflect, Dion. This has nothing to do. We want answers because you weren't.
And why you gotta travel with your belt? Not everybody travels with their belt. So what's your point?
All I'm saying. Anyway, at least having that card with him. I don't know, man. And then we're rolling Sami Zayn into this thing too, which just grinds my gears even more.
But it's like wanted Cody as champ.
This is what you wanted.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Mm-hmm. And how you feel about it?
And now you have things to do. Now you just have things to do.
But you said too, Will, just looking at like that SmackDown roster too, and looking at the bracket for King of the Ring. Ain't they all Raw guys, man? Like, there's nobody over there that really
whose fault is that, Dion?
Has a good story with him.
And whose fault is that?
TKO, because we blame TKO for everything. That's who it is.
That's absolutely right. You gave the right answer because it is TKO's fault. That is what I've been seeing with this and Cody Rhodes this entire time. The problem with it is definitely TKO. And like you said, just giving him something to do, because what I've noticed is that Cody thinks about us, but Cody doesn't get the final decision.
Nope.
So as much as I talk shit about Cody Rhodes, as much as we talk about stories, altering and whatnot, I have seen it and we've heard it. That's them for our care about our champion right now. But I say that to say we've seen him willingly want to say, hey, I think I should drop the title. Yeah. I think I should drop the title here. I think we should focus on this one. Like, no. We're gonna still give you. We still need QB1.
We're gonna make you easy to
see. God was like, hey, shut up.
You set that up. That was you.
I don't know how he said it, but he did it perfect. Perfect execution. Just like when he throw it up and he catch the pin like this and shit. He had it.
But I'm sorry I said shut up. Shut up, honey. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
No, you don't.
That
prime came out.
I should have said, like, be quiet or something.
I do not.
But anyway,
that prime time came out and you're like, shut up.
Not tonight. I do not
I am sorry. I truly am sorry. But I am. I feel really bad I said that. But with what were we? Cody and TKO, right?
Yeah.
Like he can still be QB1 without that title, man. Like he's Cody Rhodes. Like you can still sit him to do media and stuff like that.
Can he be QB1 without the title?
Can he be? I think so. He can still be a face without it. If we're gonna move this title around and get some different matchups, or let somebody else run with the title for a while he chases, or while he goes off and does something else, whatever that might be. But I think you hit it right on the head, Will, when you said like he has these thoughts that are best for us, but he's not the one that makes the final call.
No, and that's the same.
And he's a team, and he's a player, and he goes out there and does what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I say, as much as we still will bash Cody Rhodes when we need to, but I think when we've talked about when it comes like with him or like the whole Becky Hogan thing, I'm just like, I don't think like, like how we used to talk about Hulk Hogan. It's not the same way like how it used to be. These are not the people who are making these decisions, but they're doing the best with what they can for the decisions that are being given to them. So it's like, this is what we're seeing with Cody Rhodes right now. It's like, we don't want this no more. We want a new champion. We want to see Cody do a chase. We want to see something else. But y'all are so hyped on going, whoa! We got to keep him champ. We got to keep him champ.
But that's TKO too, man. They're like, again, they're playing. They're making sure they're hedging their bets. They're like, how can we make the money that we keep making? How can we do this? Get the eyeballs that we keep getting eyeballs for. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have to be champions. Those have to be our top guys still. I'm sorry. I'm going to take Roman out of it. We'll just talk about Cody. So Cody, he's the guy. I just said I'll put Roman out of that and focus back on Cody. See, you too hot right now to just hear like the words that I'm saying.
Me?
Yeah. It's that New York heat that got you all discombobulated right now. Let's listen to what I'm saying, honey. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Okay.
Hey, I'm feeling some real obsession vibes right now going on.
All I'm saying.
So I need to listen. I need to listen, huh? That's what I need to do. I was like,
I'm being so rude, honey. I apologize. I really do.
Do you guys remember where we were last year with Cody Rhodes at around this very time? Do you know that around this time Cody did not have the damn title because he had lost it to John Cena in WrestleMania? And we remember just before that time we were saying the same thing. We're getting tired of this shit. So we had a nice little summer of Cody without a title, which was nice and fun because he was on the chase again. And then he got it back for SummerSlam. I think that's what we need to look forward to. I'm sick of this man with this belt. And I'm tired of your shit, Dion.
I'm sick of Roman with this belt. Nobody's
sick of Roman with the belt.
Nobody's getting a title shot with that guy with that title.
I'm sick of Roman with the belt. And that don't even have to do with Roman. That again has to do with TKO. You've made Raw too predictable. That's why I don't want to see.
You make wrestling too predictable. You make WWE
just Monday Night Raw. Because again, like a curveball with Cody could happen. Like Gunter could beat Cody and get that title. I don't see nobody doing that with Roman. I don't see no upset with Roman where it's like.
That's why it was so good that CM Punk had the title. Because you could realistically see him lose. You could see him losing to Finn Balor, you know? Or giving it up to Finn Balor.
Like we thought Braun Breaker was going to really beat him. And it was like, oh, dang, he didn't get it.
And we
that's
saw
what
how that went
sort
too.
of- But see, but that's what you sort of want with your champion too. Like, yeah, like they're already like powered up to 11. I get it, but there's still an opportunity or a possibility for them to lose it.
That's
the best part.
I think what I really want and what I really need is crash out Cody again. Cody need to crash out again. We need him to lose that title. We need him to crash out.
She just won't heal. She just want to see a heel Cody.
And that's what I don't get the appeal. I don't of a heel Cody. I don't.
So here's my thing. Did you watch Cody when he left, when he was Stardust and went?
I did watch his indie stuff. Yeah.
So do you remember when he was heel back then?
Yeah, he went over to Impact and did the heel stuff too. I'm aware.
Did you see his Bullet Club Japan heel run?
Here and there. Now I can't say I saw it fully.
That's why.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing like Mayer missing the broken era of TNA. You have to see him. Yeah, you have to see him in Japan. Black leather jacket with the skulls on there and the guns. That's why she want to see that crash out with him in Japan was no joke.
He was he was like MJF before MJF.
Yeah,
so better healed than babyface.
Huh?
Way better.
Better healed than babyface.
Way better.
Way better healed.
That's how he reinvented himself
anyway,
all over again.
though.
That's how he became the Nightmare, literally.
Yeah, because you got to think about it too, and he in Japan, so like that's a whole different breed of like what you got to do to be healed.
That was like his version of the demon, like Finn Balor's demon. Like,
and you got to remember, like to take over after AJ Styles started it. That's big shoes to fill, and he feel. And this is way before you get your Prince Devitt era. So it's like that's why I see like why a lot of folks want to see like the Homelander version of him.
We know it's there.
Yeah, but it's also too though it has to be the right build up, and I say the only way you have that happens is he has to turn heel against Randy. Like it has to be him that brings that out of him. No one else can bring it out of him.
It has to be against who?
Randy. It has to be against Randy.
Randy.
It has to be Randy that takes him to that place to hear the voices.
Yeah, because there is no one left.
Yeah, but not that there's no one left. There's no one viable enough to do it to make him turn. And because if you do it on Gunter's a heel already, so it doesn't fit.
We ain't gonna cheer Gunther.
Yeah, and then the only other person it might do it for is Kevin, but Kevin's but it still doesn't impact it like that. Randy is a favorite right now. We still like seeing Randy, but for Cody to take Randy out in a very bad way, in a very like sinister way,
technically never got a receipt back,
except for the punch kick.
Wherever Randy is right now, who knows?
Yeah, so you see that, and he really hurts Randy the way, like it's like, yo, I know you ain't, man, bro. If you got this to where we don't see Randy no more, and you come out here and you tell us, you know, I don't give a shit. There's the heel. There is the heel that you want.
And you straight up told Gunter to his face, the ring general, somebody who we know should be taken seriously because we've spoken about it many times, but you straight up told Gunter to his face, you're just not that good enough. Like, that's not really becoming of a champion thing to say. That's kind of going towards the dark side. And that whole easy to find, hard to beat, like you're getting real cocky on us now, Cody. Like we giving you all these flowers, all these woes, and all this pyro, and all these championships, and all these defenses, and all these betrayals from your friends and stuff. And now you just turning cold.
But I will say this, man, give me the new Bullet Club. Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, Ricky Saints, Royce Keys, Ethan Page. Bullet Club. Bullet Club. Boy, you can't tell me that against the bloodline.
All right.
Now we got something.
That's war games right there.
That's war games for real.
Because you know what?
Club and bloodline.
That's what the bloodline is missing. Like a formidable faction. Like a legit formidable faction.
Yes.
MFT, whatever. No. But it needs to be something. It needs you need a formidable faction or another team to go up against to say like, okay, we're banding together for this purpose.
Not even
what
just
does that look like?
Not even just that purpose, just to go like, hey, kind of like what Seth wanted to do with Division. I'm taking these guys. Here we are. I got my right hand guy, Ricky Saints. We got the best in the business, the number 1 draft pick to SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes. Then you have Royce Keys as the muscle. That's 4 of them. You ain't got to worry about Ethan for right now. But you bring in a Royce Keys, and then you got the whole Nation of Domination slightly with you as Owen Hart. What is it? Oh, you put
faction killer ain't liking this at all. We over here building factions.
Yeah. She was like, what year I'm gonna kill this off?
No, I'm
I feel like we run this till summer 2020.
I said I did say that's a War Games though. Like it is.
So after November is where it's let's go ahead and exit this out. Let's go ahead and take this Wood Club faction over. Add it to the shirt. But we'll see what happens.
Here's the Reaper.
The Reaper. Cody Rhodes start hearing them saxophones. Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
You can
I watched it before. I know what's about to happen. Wait a minute.
You
Mr. Rhodes, I don't feel so good.
Watched Boys in the Hood when it was on Netflix. Because that's when I saw that. That's when I heard that saxophone come back into play, man, on everybody's videos. Like, come on, man. Ricky could have ran better than that. But anyway.
Zigzag. That's why I was like, but we're not, nope. You're not going to do that deal. You're not going to get me off the rails. 2 hours in. Nope. Already
2 hours, y'all.
Ricky Saints, Carmelo Hayes up against SmackDown. Nope. Phenomenal match between these two. Just want to definitely showcase that while we were on here. As we've already talked about, Big Mommy Cool has advanced in the Queen of the Ring tournament, and we're hoping to see Queen Raquel advance. Then we had another faction get killed.
Not my doing. Not my doing.
This was definitely your doing. I've been remember you talking about Kiana James need to go solo.
Because Giulia needed to too. How was we gonna take them seriously?
Another faction. God.
They're not even a faction.
Hey man, if it's a duo, I don't care. It's a faction. It's the start of a faction. Someone
I feel like factions are 3 and more. Those are tag teams. Those are tag teams.
It has the potential to be it. It has the potential. Someone else could get added into it and make it.
You just don't like groups.
Yeah.
How?
Hey, group killer.
Hello, what are we talking about right now? Bloodline. What are y'all saying right now?
Honey.
What are y'all saying right now?
Do we have to rewind and put up a replay of your face when we were talking about Bloodline 4.0? You know you was that. You don't like groups.
It's cool. Original Bloodline. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's okay. Ever since they disrespect you with the Wyatts, it's been just loose for factions. We can't even talk about making one without it being another guy on that show.
Well, you see what happened to Fraxium already, but don't even get me started.
Fraxium back. Fraxium had an incredible.
Fraxium went down to NXT again.
Okay. New Day has done that. Street Profits has done that. And it ain't like tag team action is happening on SmackDown. So,
right.
What else they go to?
Well, at least Damon Priest and R-Truth have matching gear now.
Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that. Dude.
Y'all talk about being a team, man. Y'all talk about being a team.
Get me out of SmackDown, bro. I just want to highlight, man. We had a phenomenal tag team match between Charlotte, randomly my client Tiffany Stratton, versus Jade Cargill and Mia Yim. And the person that won is Mia Yim. She may not have gotten the pin, but I feel like she was the shining factor in this whole match.
She was the highlight reel of that match.
She was the highlight reel. Like she really stood out. I need her definitely get better ring gear. I don't know what this My Rise outfit she was wearing, but I definitely need her. I need y'all to put some respect on Mia Yim's name, and I need you to go. You friends with Bianca Belair, like
it ain't that. It's not that bad, is it?
No, this is not HBIC material.
Nah, this ain't no personality. Like, look at what you looking at in this picture. Look at a Jade. Look at a Charlotte. Look at Mia. Mia look like she just got these. Ain't no design on them. Ain't no flair to them. No pun intended. But it's just very basic. And I need them to do better when it comes to Mia Yim. Because we now know that she can go. We now know that she has a great repertoire and she's very good in the ring.
Almost thought she was joining the Judgment Day.
You would think.
It looks like it with the bandana, purple bandana too.
So that's why I'm just like, let's make this a little bit better. But shout out to Mia Yim getting more camera time, man. I'm really happy to see her.
For sure.
So we're gonna move into some quick trending news because I know we got to get into the writers' room. So just to recap a little bit that's going on, Kenny Omega will be facing Nick Sabre Jr. at Forbidden Door. As you can see how Honey put her head down. No one seems to care. Huh?
Zack Sabre Jr.
What did I say?
Nick Sabre Jr.
Whatever, same thing. Nick and Zach is basically the same name.
Trying to help my brother out.
Oh no, that wasn't you. I was just, to me, Nick and Zach is the same name. It's just, yeah. But he will be facing Zack Sabre Jr. They have not faced each other in 8 years, and they will be facing each other one-on-one at Forbidden Door. So that is
Somebody
interesting.
barricade that damn door, man. Just do it.
It's forbidden.
It's forbidden to close it.
I'm gonna Looney Tunes that thing. Like, you remember how they always quickly put boards over the door?
With the keep out.
That's exactly what I'm doing to this thing, man.
Got it blocked. Somebody just randomly opened it.
Open it up.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? And then shout out to Swerve Strickland, man, advancing to the finals in the Owen Hart tournament. I think all of us can say for ourselves we would love to see another era of Swerve as the AEW champion. So congratulations to him. We'll see who he meets in the finals very soon as they continue along with this tournament. Nikki Bella stated that she wanted to see she would like to face Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley before she says goodbye. To WWE. Anyway,
I'm really tired. Oh my god!
I just wanted to highlight this one because this is definitely no yawn fest that happened this past Wednesday, man. At AEW Summer Blockbuster, we had my guy, the head of the infantry, Mr. Shane Taylor himself, taking on John Moxley and all his bitch assness that he just be doing way too fucking much, bro. You just
look at this picture of him, man. Just
hey,
sorry.
man. Hey, listen. He put up his continental champion. Again, I don't never trust a dude that wear a V-neck. Oh, I don't never trust somebody that wears a V-neck.
I'm bad.
I'm bad.
That's what he said.
I'm tough. I'm cool.
I'm tough.
I put tape on my hands and I cut people with barbed wire because I'm cool. I'm tough. John Moxley. Yeah. We got the Death Riders here, and the Death Riders are I'm gonna put this title in a suitcase too, so you can't ever see it either. Just hey, y'all
damn shame.
But man, shout out to Shane Taylor, bro. Man, it was a fantastic and incredible match between the two of them. John Moxley did pick up the win, but Shane Taylor made sure for him to know that it is not over between them. Retaliation was definitely high after the match and, letting folks know that, hey, I am someone to take seriously inside this group outside of just the Trios Championship. So I'm always glad to see my boy Shane Taylor doing this thing, representing the heavyweights in this bitch. Should have won. John Moxley should have took that L. But, it is what it is. But anyway, it's now time to jump into the final segment. It is time to get back into the writer's room. All right, we're finally doing this. We have said this for like 4 episodes that we were going to talk about this, and we've been not avoiding it, just running out of time. But we're not running out of time on this one. It's time for Kayfabe Unreal, and the writer's room is strictly focused on Liv Morgan. Now, some will say that Liv Morgan has done nothing as a champion since winning at WrestleMania.
Nobody does anymore, man.
She has been a side piece in tag team rivalries in Dominic's reign, and I think she has really only had one match since, which was against Sol Ruka. And I don't think Liv has been in a match since, if memory serves me. If I am wrong, please correct me, but I think that is the only match she has had since WrestleMania is her versus Sol Ruka, the Monday night after Raw. And
after
we're
Mania, right?
After Mania, I'm sorry.
After Mania.
And we're in June. So just to throw that out there. Has not defended the title at all since she's got it. So not to say that this is her fault, not to say that she's a bad champion, but it can definitely say that it's in the low grade for this title reign currently that she has. And so I want to know how we can make it better. So I thought about having 3 of the greatest minds in the WWE creators room that doesn't get put in the creators room. Let's talk about it. So with everything that's going on right now, we still have PLEs that we need to get through. So we're going to address 3 sides of this, and we're going to keep it kind of quick with this, just because, we don't want to go over too crazy. But we're going to address 3 ways of how to write Liv Morgan's career for 2026. We are going to address the PLEs that she should be in. We are going to also choose the rivalries that Liv Morgan needs to be in 2026 in order to make this world title reign valuable. And then at least create one epic moment that Liv would have in this title reign to solidify it, to be like, you know what? That was a decent title reign that she had. So the first thing that we're going to start off with is PLEs. So the first thing that I want to know, with the remaining PLEs coming up in 2026, where should she compete in and what matches should be happening? Doesn't necessarily mean that a title match has to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean that, it has to be a singles match. But I want to know, with the remaining PLEs that we have, where are you placing her? So the one thing I'll do is I will pull up the WWE PLE schedule with what they have currently. Of course, we have Night of Champions coming up. We also have, I believe, SummerSlam that's going to be going on. We will have another Saturday night main event that is going to be taking place. So just give me 1 second. Let me give it the real thing. Okay, so we have Saturday night's main event that will be taking place July 18th. So July 18th, we will have a Saturday night main event, as well as Night of Champions June 27th. Then we have SummerSlam August 1st and August 2nd. Then we were supposed to have Money in the Bank, but that has now been moved to October instead of September. And we still have WrestlePalooza. There's no exact date when that one is going to happen. And then we also have a supposed Crown Jewel, a Saturday night main event September 6th, and then Survivor Series is what will be remaining. So I'm going to go through this with each PLE, and we'll kind of make this a little bit quick. Let's start at Night of Champions. Now, we've talked about there's a Queen of the Ring tournament. This is also the time where all titles are supposed to be on the line. Honey, let's start with you. What do you have Liv doing at Night of Champions?
Well, I had to update it from last week, being that everything changed with the matches progressing and stuff like that. So, but with my notes here, what I have with the Queen, I have her in the Queen of the Ring final going against Raquel, and this was leading into what I was saying earlier. It's going to be presented as, tension buildup, considering the interactions we've seen in the Judgment Day clubhouse. Liv still being cocky, but still trusting her dominance. Raquel kind of playing the field, very mutual. So I have her, I have them going one-on-one for that final match.
So does Raquel factor into one of the 3 rivalries that she's going to need in 2026?
Yes.
Okay, so Raquel is going to be one of them.
Yes, she definitely will.
Okay, so then now let's jump into your other 2. I don't need you to tell me where they're going to be at just yet. I just want to know, who else do you think needs to be involved in her rivalry? So who are the other 2? With
Liv, you mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just want to make sure. Okay, so I have I have Natalya or Natty Neidhart to make some things real interesting and hard hitting for Liv.
Okay.
And I mean, this should be of no surprise to anybody, but I also do have Roxanne Perez on that list as well.
Okay, so your 3 for the remaining of 2026 is going to be Raquel, Natty, and Roxanne Perez.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dion, just write that down, because the way we're going to go about this is we're going to let you go fully through your stuff, and then we're going to critique it. So now that we know that we have these 3 people, Raquel, Natty, and Roxanne, you have her facing Raquel at the Queen of the Ring and Night of Champions. And you said, who's winning in this match?
Raquel is going to be winning.
Okay, so Raquel becomes Queen of the Ring and defeats Liv. All right, so now we move into the next PLE, which is Saturday Night Main Event. That's July 18th. Is anything happening here? And if so, what is? If not, let us know.
I think so, yes. For what I have here, I have her going against Natty. Natty's going to...
You went silent.
I have my mic, sorry. Natalya's going to try to capitalize on Liv's emotional instability due to the fact that Raquel, what I have written down is that Raquel is going to betray her after she beats her.
Say that one more time.
Natalya's going to try to capitalize on Liv's emotional instability from being betrayed, from what I have booked here, because what I plan to do is have Raquel beat her, and not only beat her, but also betray her as well, like completely, like, do.
Well, how is the betrayal going to happen? Like, what is the betrayal?
Well, because it's supposed to, how I have it presented as like friendly competition, even though there is some tension, and Liv Morgan is, being cocky, being playful, and, thinking nothing of it. But Raquel actually has intention behind it, and she has a plan the whole time, because this is something that's been cooking up since January in my universe.
So is that to be shown at Night of Champions?
Yes.
Okay, but how is that shown outside of just beating her?
They're gonna do a little. It's the hug. Liv Morgan, like, good on you. You beat me. You got me. Now you can go ahead and go get your title shot and all that stuff. Raise hands. Boom. Raquel nasty clothesline and just beats the crap out of her before they exit the ring.
Okay. And then so Saturday Night Main Event, we have Natty versus Liv. Is this for the title?
Not necessarily for a title. This is just more so build up, because Liv is now kind of lost and on her own. So I have like build up in my brain. I have like, things that happen on Raw that lead to Natty getting involved with Liv, as far as like maybe running into her backstage while she's down about, what happened with Raquel and the fact that Roxanne's feeling is getting different towards her and whatnot. So I have a whole little thing with that, but yeah. And then Natty's gonna try to take it from Liv.
Okay. Then we move into SummerSlam. So we have SummerSlam 1st of August. What is Liv's role at SummerSlam?
Well, being that Liv has a title and we're at SummerSlam, I've built it to where Raquel doesn't choose the other champion and she goes for Liv and, you know, basically stands on her actions from Night of Champions. So Raquel and Liv for the title at SummerSlam to capitalize on her Queen of the Ring opportunity.
Okay. And then we move towards hold on. I'm going to throw WrestlePalooza. It's not confirmed, but we'll throw WrestlePalooza for September. So you have WrestlePalooza in September.
I don't have any. Because I saw it was like WrestlePalooza or whatever that Sunday night thing is. That's for September, right? Yeah, I kind of don't have anything for Liv.
That's fine. That's fine. So, okay, then we move into October, which is Money in the Bank. And Liv is Liv still champ, or does Raquel win at SummerSlam?
I completely forgot that detail. Raquel does win at SummerSlam.
Okay, so now we have a championless Liv Morgan going into Money in the Bank.
Yeah, so at this point we got a little hiatus from Liv, being that I don't have her for September. You know, we kind of go with a revamp on the version of the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, this time a Liv Morgan Redemption Tour. Money in the Bank ladder match. I have Raquel in there just for shits and giggles. But Roxanne, Liv, Giulia, and Natty, and Stephanie Vicaire are returning.
Stephanie. As the champ?
Wait, hold on.
You said Raquel.
Oh no, my bad. I have 5. I've read Raquel's name. I have 5 people in 5 women's Money in the Bank. I have 5 of them, not 6. In my...
Dang, man, this is.
I was reading my thing. I was reading my notes wrong, so I didn't mean to say Raquel. I meant Roxanne, Liv, Giulia, Natty, and Stephanie Vicaire.
Okay, so Liv is going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes.
Okay, and is she winning that, or is someone else winning that?
Winner is someone else, and that's going to be Roxanne.
Okay, so now we move into Saturday night main event. Will that take place in September? That takes place in September as well. Do you have anything for her on that, or does she not compete in that either? Because I know you said she's not at WrestlePalooza, so is this still a part of the hiatus until she comes back for like Money in the Bank?
I would guess so, because I didn't even do that. Yeah.
Okay, and then we're supposed to have a crown jewel as well. Do you see her competing in that? Or do you have any plans for her there?
As far as Liv Morgan?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I'm sorry, my bad. Because you just said her, and I was just mentioning a bunch of her. Sorry. Where's my crown jewel? Where's my crown jewel? Oh no, I guess I don't have crown jewel in here. That's stupid.
Okay.
Right, I think
all right. So then
I went straight to Survivor Series. That's what I did.
Let's move into Survivor Series. What do you have planned for Liv at Survivor Series?
Final blowout match. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. Title on the line.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who wins?
I don't know if there was going to be anything else you were going to ask me. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Who wins?
Oh, well, I'm giving it back to Liv.
Okay. And then That is the last PLE they technically have. So, what is your epic moment Liv gets to close out 2026? Doesn't necessarily have to happen at the end of 2026, but what is a moment that you want to see her have in the remainder of 2026 that Liv needs?
It's all right. So, because I have it written down, but I want to explain it correctly because I just put bullet points. The whole premise of this whole my whole universe for Liv was to make sure that we get, depending on your perspective of Liv, it's either a comeuppance for her, the return of the receipt for trying to kind of gatekeep Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez into not having them compete for the women's championship and whatnot, kind of like holding them back, because eventually it's going to lead to both of them betraying her, and the betrayals are those technically big moments I feel she does need, so that way she understands what it feels like to be them, just to have a dose of karma and reality hit her, and we get a more dangerous Liv, a more unhinged Liv after being betrayed, after carrying Judgment Day on her back like she said she had. So I feel like there's big moments. The big moments don't have to just be, like the winning moments. Like there's some that can really where you see the star down and out and see if they rise again to reinvent themselves like a rose out of concrete. So it's kind of more like a redemption and reinvention arc for Liv that I kind of had to bring her back to being solo and breaking her out of that Judgment Day mentality. I hope I explained all of this right.
You explained it, but again, too, what is the epic moment from that? Like, what is the one of like when she won Money in the Bank? Like, that was an epic moment for Liv. Like, what is Liv's epic moment? Like you said, if it's a redemption, is it her beating Raquel at Survivor Series? Or what is it?
It's her dropping all the baggage, including the baggage that is Dirty Dominic Mysterio, getting away from Dirty Dom. I think that would be a big moment for a lot of people.
Okay.
And Liv.
Okay. So just to recap, and then we'll go over it. You have Night of Champions. She will be in the finals of Queen in the Ring versus Raquel, but Raquel will go over. Mm-hmm. And Raquel is going to betray her and give her a clothesline. And then Saturday night main event in July, you have her taking on Natty, not for the title, just taking her on. Okay, and then at SummerSlam, she'll go against Raquel. She's going to drop the belt to Raquel. Then we're going to have her on a hiatus in September until she comes back for Money in the Bank in October, where she's not going to win the ladder match in that one. And then she will not be participating in Saturday night's main event. She will not be participating in Crown Jewel, and it will cap off at Survivor Series, where she faces Raquel and she gets her title back. Okay. Dion, it's now our turn. It's our turn to critique this storyline. I hope you were taking notes and not just writing shit for yourself.
A little bit of both.
Okay, so it's a little bit of both. On a grading scale, what do you grade her Honey's overall arc for Liv in 2026?
Let's go. Does she have to look at me while I tell her grade?
Absolutely. Or would you rather give the pros and the cons of it and then give it?
I don't know.
Well, I'm asking first. Which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do pros and cons in the grade?
I'll do the grade.
Okay. And then we'll jump into the pros and cons.
Yeah, I think, the grade I gave is a C+. And the only reason I gave it that was just like a big moment was the key sort of thing that we were looking for 2026 for it. Like, what's that like standout moment for her to end the year? And I think that was the only thing that really threw me off, because it almost felt like we've seen a little bit of it before with her, and we've been teasing that whole Judgment Day Roxanne and Raquel thing. It's just, how do you fully pull the trigger on that? Because I think it's bigger than a clothesline too, because the way that they've been like so tight together for so long. Those are my only ones, because I just that big payoff for this year for her. But if we're getting Crash Out Liv, that would be pretty dope though too. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a C. I feel like you blew your load at King and Queen of the Ring. Trying to get them to break up. I think it's where her storyline teeters too low.
Okay.
And I don't think she has strong enough rivalries for 2026. Like, Natty is a great one-off for Saturday night's main event, but then we're getting to a point where it's like, I think Crash Out could happen at any time. Like, I don't see Liv feeling betrayed by Roxanne stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I really see it's a lot of manipulation tactics going on. And I also see it to where you flip it to where Liv is the one that betrays Raquel, and she goes on the tangent of being like, I made you, I built you, I'm the one that took care of you when nobody was here. And so then when you get to a SummerSlam, it's a bigger payoff for Raquel to win.
Okay.
And then the thing of her, like, because like right now, like, we've seen her when she's had time off. I wouldn't see her having time off during September. So I know, like, you didn't book her for anything, but I also just, it's a lot of pieces where it makes sense, but doesn't all the way come together to sell me on Liv Morgan as a champion, or even Raquel as a champion, because it's like, now that it's there, it's like, okay, so we get this rivalry from them for a month, then she leaves, Raquel starts doing her thing, then she comes back at Money in the Bank, doesn't win, and then we move into SummerSlam where she takes the belt from her. And then, so what does that do for Raquel? And then what does that really do for Liv? Like, should she ever have lost the belt?
Gotcha.
Like, I see, so it's like the ingredients are there. It's just like, with the time that we have, it's not built up epic enough. Like, I think too, it was like, you want to see Raquel win, but at the same time, like, in a way where you want Liv to get to in this Crash Out time, the Crash Out will be done by then. So then it's like, we don't really care to see it. Especially like right now at this point, like, Liv can't take a month off. Like, Liv cannot be missing all of September.
So let it simmer out.
I think the thing of it is of extending it out, because even with what you were showing me, there's not enough rage and heat to the rivalry when you get to SummerSlam. Okay. That's what I feel kind of gets taken away. So even into like with you getting to SummerSlam, like, again, is the betrayal right at Night of Champions, or we start seeing Liv trying to be in Raquel's head of who to pick? And then that's where you see the betrayal happen. It's like, no, I'll see you at SummerSlam.
You're right.
So that's what I think. I think like you're wanting this to happen so bad that you wanted it to capsize at Night of Champions, but then it starts to do this for the remainder of 2026. I like the idea of breaking them up. I'm not mad about that, but it's like, for how long they've been together, you're not giving it enough valuable time to make this an epic rivalry. And then two, you didn't give me the rivalry of Roxanne. You said she won Money in the Bank, and then you never gave us where her and Liv cross paths as far as the rivalry is concerned.
That's probably where I should have put the September thing. I didn't think of
it. It's like, we got none of that, as that's the rivalry people you picked. And then Natty is just a one-off. So is it really a rivalry per se, or is it just a one-off to keep Liv busy and say she put the title on the line?
True.
So it's just those things. Like, when it comes to making these, it's like, I get the emotional side. We get it. Like, I want to see this happen, but it's like, too, there's a part of where we got to space that out. So that's why I gave it a C when it came to this. But I like where the potential is with it, because I do think her and Raquel would make an incredible rivalry, because even the fact that you didn't throw out a specialty match, like you didn't give us a Hell in a Cell, you didn't give us a Falls Count Anywhere between these two. Like if it's capsizing that Survivor Series, like is it a regular match? Is it a three stages of hell match? Like it was just like a lot of stuff kind of got left off, and it became like a lackluster run for her in 2026.
Gotcha. Appreciate the notes.
Yeah. So we'll move to Dion. Dion, you've done what you could, sir. Time to put the pencil down.
It's gonna take an hour or two.
No, I'll keep it this quick.
No. If you give me the shows, Will, I should be able to go through it.
I got you.
I don't think I got the show order right.
No, it's all good. I got you. But first, give me your 3 rivalries Liv Morgan needs to have in 2026.
Okay, 3 rivalries she needs to have. This is gonna be fun. Raquel is one.
Mm-hmm.
I put that back. Stephanie Bakir is one. And those are short-lived though. Can I pencil in Rhea right now?
This is your shit. You do
Let's pencil Rhea in, okay?
I wonder how many other pencil-ins he's gonna have by the end of this.
You only do 3. You can't. Once we've started your run, them are your 3.
Okay.
The only way you can substitute something in is if it makes sense with your story.
Okay.
Yes. So they know. Let me exchange this out and put this. We're not doing that. No, because you're gonna be like, well, no, I gotta take it back to
because that's the path. That's the left to right. That's the left to right max situation I got right now.
Yeah, and that's why when you present, you gotta have what you ready for, and what you sure.
Let's just do it. Let's do it. I'll put Rhea there.
Okay, Raquel, Rhea, who's a third one?
And Stephanie Bakir.
So we got Stephanie Bakir, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley. So now we're at Night of Champions. We know she has gotten to the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring. What's happened at Night of Champions for Liv Morgan?
I ain't gonna hold you, man. You helped me out a lot. I like this idea of going after another title, of winning Queen of the Ring and getting that championship. So I switched that. So she's winning Queen of the Ring that night.
Okay, and so then we have Saturday night's main event in July. That's July 18th. Madison Square Garden.
That's where it's at.
Yep.
I didn't have her match on there.
And that's okay. So you don't have her.
I don't have her there. I didn't know it was Madison MSG though. So okay. I don't have her. I don't have her doing it.
Across the bridge for her.
See how they don't come prepared. See how they don't be.
Stop it. Go ahead. Keep going. You'll like the rest of it. I promise.
SummerSlam. We got SummerSlam. What's happening with Liv?
So SummerSlam, that is that Liv versus Rhea match for apparently Rhea's title, because it would only be Rhea's title.
No, it'd be Rhea's.
Yeah.
Who goes over?
So I got Stephanie running in and making her return, and costing Liv the championship against Rhea.
Okay.
Thus starting Stephanie and Liv's rivalry up again.
Okay. So we have 2 potential
timeline I got. So here, go ahead.
We got 2 potential PLEs in there. It's Saturday night's main event, which would be at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. 6, and then I would take it. No Mercy would most likely be later that month.
Wait, No Mercy?
I'm sorry, WrestlePalooza. I saw that.
Okay. Okay.
WrestlePalooza. So we got Saturday main event, WrestlePalooza in September.
That's WrestlePalooza is where we get that Liv versus Stephanie Bakir match.
Okay.
WrestlePalooza.
Damn. Okay. So
Money in the Bank is in October.
Money in the Bank is in October. Yeah.
That's still before Survivor Series, right?
Yes. Okay. And you have Crown Jewel in October.
Okay.
So most likely Money in the Bank first, then Crown Jewel.
Okay.
You said WrestlePalooza. You have her versus
Stephanie Vicker. Yeah.
I thought so.
I think I'm like a little like Honey, like looking for that big moment, but it's another timeline where she won both titles. Go ahead.
Anything with Saturday night's main event?
In Atlanta, nah. Nothing for that one.
Okay, so she doesn't compete in there. Okay. So now we move to October, which is most likely Money in the Bank. Anything going on with Liv then? Well, matter of fact, at WrestlePalooza, who wins? I'm sorry.
Oh, I got Liv retaining.
Okay, so Liv retains. So now we're going into Money in the Bank with Liv Morgan as champ. What's happening there?
Oh man, I don't have her on the card there, but I have Raquel winning the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Okay, that's no problem. All right, and then we move into Crown Jewel. Is anything happening in Crown Jewel with her?
What month is that? That's right after.
Oh, well, actually,
what we got?
We got one more after that. That's going to be Survivor Series.
Crown Jewel and then Survivor Series?
Yes. Okay. Crown Jewel will end off October, and then November is Survivor Series, and that's their last PLE.
Okay. So I set her out Saturday main event. She wrestles in WrestlePalooza. Then it's Crown Jewel.
She wrestled Money in the Bank, too.
I left off Money in the Bank. Yeah, that's all right.
I thought you did Money in the Bank. You said you didn't have her on the card.
I didn't have her on the card, but I'm just making sure my notes. I left her off Money in the Bank.
Oh.
And had Raquel winning.
Okay. Anything for Crown?
I hate leaving her off these cards, man.
I mean, if you got it,
I feel like I booked Raquel, but let's jump over to Survivor Series. Okay, all right.
That's what both of y'all did. That's what both of y'all did. I'm like, y'all missed the whole assignment. Y'all booked Raquel's run, not Liv's. I'm like, this ain't about Raquel. This is about Liv. Like, so Raquel go betray her, Night of Champions. Raquel go get Money in the Bank. She gonna win. Like, that is not this girl's story.
It's not.
This big mommy cool story. This is not the okay, but
it's so integral to like her elevating someone else too through this.
Understood.
You know what? Write that down. That's my big moment of the thing. She's elevating other people through her time.
Not him making up the moment on the spot like that. That's her moment right there. She's lifting up the younger team. You motherfucker.
So there is a Survivor Series, a 5-on-5. I was still working on that, but I had her at the end, like the cash in happening right after War Games is over.
Wow.
That's sickening.
So if that's not like a big moment for her winning, but that's a great moment for like for a cash in, because we haven't had anything like that at all, I don't think. So that's that cash in.
Survivor Series.
Yeah. And that's where Raquel cashes in for there. Shouldn't there be one more pay-per-view for the month? The year?
No, they don't have one in December.
Oh, that's right, because they get off. They get off through that time.
Yeah, and they go on vacation. The only PLE that happens is NXT Deadline. That's it.
That's right. Deadline.
Yeah.
Jonah Jameson signs up for that. I think that's how I finish out Liv's year. I really wish I could have done something bigger. In another timeline, I had her winning both titles.
No. That's it. No.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, you give me your story. You give me don't try to tilt the judge's thoughts.
Yeah, don't try to sway.
But that's how the end of the year ends. Her on her back looking at the lights. Raquel over, pretty much taking away Judgment Day 2, probably. But that's been festering the whole time she had the briefcase too.
Okay, so just to recap, Night of Champions, she beats Raquel, becomes Queen of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
She does not compete at Saturday night's main event, but she will compete at SummerSlam against Rhea Ripley, but Stephanie Vicker is going to cost her the match. And then at WrestlePalooza, you have her facing Stephanie Vicker. and retaining the title. But you don't have her for Saturday Night Main Event. You do not have her for Money in the Bank, and you do not have her for Crown Jewel. So that is almost 2 monks of her doing that. And Survivor Series. Hey, I'm saying this. I got it. Hey, this your story. I'm giving you what you got. Survivor Series. She competes in War Games, and then Raquel cashes in, becomes champ, and she's looking up at the lights. So that is your recap, and her rivalries are Raquel, Rhea, and Stephanie McCurry for the end of 2026.
So now, I hate that Rhea one was there because that was just based off the stipulation, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen.
That ate up a slide.
When you don't prepare for segments, this is what
talking about preparing.
Okay.
That right there. What do you call that?
What do you rate?
We've been trying to do this the last 4 weeks, like you said. It's 4 pages in here.
I'm just saying, you didn't even know what PLEs were happening. So what's the research?
They just moved Money in the Bank. What do you give me a break, man?
Hey.
They don't even know when they having PLEs.
When you submit the notes, it's supposed to be there. Honey, what do you rate on a grading scale? What do you rate Dion's story for Liv Morgan of 2026?
How do you make an A?
I will say it's kind of like mine, but an alternate universe, no?
Only difference is that Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's only fair you give. I mean, let's give each other the same grade. Let me give you C+.
Damn.
It's very similar to mine. I kind of want to see more as far as like there. I know there's Liv and Raquel, but I kind of wanted to see what also happens with Liv's journey with Dom. Like, I don't know why Dom is like the X factor in all of this, like with Liv's arc, but I feel like Dom is a very important part of Liv's story. And yeah, it's kind of like mine, just in reverse, like different, just switched around. We get the same grade, Dion. C+.
There you go. I too am hitting the C story. One, you did Rhea as a rivalry, and she only faced her once. So is it really a rivalry? Both of you, same thing. Both of y'all mentioned Dom, but give me no way of what happens with Dom, as far as what's supposed to go on with this breakup or why there's a breakup. And then you go back again, same thing. There's another whole month and a half where we don't see Liv, so that's over 4 weeks of no storytelling.
She just ain't wrestling. You see her. She just ain't wrestling.
You didn't say that. So from what I've said, she's not as your home. As the champ, you have the champ not competing in 3 PLEs. 3.
Roman's done it.
I'm gonna change my grade real quick. E for excuses.
Go and hit the button, man.
That's a see me after class right there. That's a note right here to take to your parents right there.
I used to
remember seeing that. That was like the scarlet letter.
That's a
I hated that.
That is definitely a see me after class. But you don't have so it's just like, again,
it's tough.
I feel like y'all blew y'all load at Night of Champions, SummerSlam, and then had nothing after that.
Yeah,
no, we're very in the moment here.
Yeah,
you know,
you had like 3 weeks.
Your moment could have been Liv winning.
Yeah, it could have been,
and her being double champ.
Hey, hold on one second. I don't know how well it'll come up on white paper, on white background, but it was right here. Aha, right there, where my arrow goes from. Crap, can't see it. Shoot. So like right here, this is my timeline I gave. This is my alternate where Liv wins, and then I had her going up against Jade for a loss, so we can get the title off of her.
You really are the people's nightmare.
The Money in the Bank.
Just continuing to change the timeline.
No, we got his original. We know what he gave. All right, that's what y'all got. So Should I give mine so y'all can feel better and grade me too?
I feel fine.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
I took my grade on the chin. I
know, but I'm saying, would you feel better if you were able to also critique me?
I would love to know. Let's hear it.
So then let's get into it. This is what I have
4 weeks to work on it.
Yeah, I did. Hopefully it shows when I say.
I mean, we did work on it for like 3 weeks, and then you weren't here for one of those weeks, so
right, plenty of time.
I'm out the last Thursday this month too, but that's neither here nor there.
We know.
Another concert.
No, he said it because he gotta go to Dragon Con. So like I already knew. Like
Dragon Con's Labor Day weekend. This is Disney.
Oh, he ditching us for Disney. You're not even gonna take us with you.
I know. Wait, no, weren't we supposed to go? Weren't we supposed to talk? We talked about this.
I think
we talked about this about meeting up at Disney around this time. Yeah. Remember, we talked about this. We was like, yo, we should all meet up and go to Orlando.
Why didn't we say that? Because the only reason I'm going down there is
right.
I do. Only reason I'm going down there is Emily. There's a cookie con is down there.
No,
so we're down there that weekend.
We had this whole conversation because we wanted to hang out with each other.
That was a while ago too.
I
forgot all about that.
That was a while ago.
It was summer, and I'm like, and as soon as you said, I was like, yo, we were all talking about going together for that. But then, Trump likes inflation, and so here we are. So
affordability is a hoax.
Yep. So
it really is.
Here's what I have. I have Liv Morgan not advancing in Queen of the Ring. I have her being Stephanie McCurr returning during her semifinals match. And then you have Stephanie McCurr versus Liv Morgan at Night of Champions. And at Night of Champions, it's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match for her and Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan is going to come out on top as champion. Then we move into Saturday night's main event. And at Saturday night's main event in Madison Square Garden, it will be Liv Morgan defending her title against the man Becky Lynch at Madison Square Garden. And she will come out victorious. And then after that, at SummerSlam, is where we're going to get Liv Morgan versus Stephanie McCurr 2 at Hell in a Cell. And what's going to happen is Dom is going to interfere and Liv Morgan is going to retain her championship against her. Then we're going to move on to WrestlePalooza and Saturday night main event at WrestlePalooza. Saturday night at WrestlePalooza, Liv Morgan will face Nikki Bella for the world heavyweight title. And she's going to beat her. She's definitely going to beat her and win. Saturday night's main event for Atlanta, I didn't have her competing in anything going on at that time. For Money in the Bank, I had her competing. What did I say I had her competing against? Oh, I had her. Damn, what's my third person? Hold on. Money in the Bank. My third person I had her with. At Money in the Bank, it was supposed to be her versus Sol Ruka. Her versus Sol Ruka at Money in the Bank. But then I had
Sunday's night, man.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
I guess that's what they call it now, Sunday night for some reason. But I had her going up. At WrestlePalooza, I had her going up against Sol Ruka. But she beat Sol Ruka. And then we move into Money in the Bank. For this Money in the Bank, I'm with Dion. I have Raquel winning. Money in the Bank. And but Liv Morgan retains at WrestlePalooza. Then we get to dang it, I just had it. Say I need to be like Dion and write my notes instead of hey man, I never disagree with you on that. But yeah, then we have Money in the Bank, and I say Raquel wins Money in the Bank. But at Money in the Bank, though, Liv Morgan will defend her title against Roxanne Perez. She'll put her title on the line against Roxanne Perez. And if Roxanne loses, Roxanne has to leave Judgment Day.
Oh, sorry, that ultimatum.
Yeah. If she loses, she has to leave Judgment Day.
I could totally see that too.
But she wins. She's just champion and stays the usual, stays the course.
No, she loses and Liv has to leave. This is a
loser leaves Judgment Day match.
Loser leaves Judgment Day.
And loses their title.
Lose everything.
Mm-hmm. And then this right here, though, of course, Liv wins. Liv wins. She retains her title. And then we move into Crown Jewel, where go with me on this. Just go with me on this. I know people don't like it. Liv versus Jade, Crown Jewel Championship. Liv versus,
they bring the big belt back for that?
Got to. They in Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel Championship. Liv Morgan versus the champion, Jade Cargill.
Liv Morgan also would be didn't she? Oh no. Stephanie Vaquer won Crown Jewel. Huh. Liv would be going for a 2-time Crown Jewel Championship, basically.
And she would be taking on Jade because Jade won Queen of the Ring twice, and she beats Rhea at SummerSlam. Remember, I didn't have Raquel winning. I had Jade Cargill winning.
And that's a dope visual at the end of the year.
Yeah.
If Liv wins that with that title again.
Yeah. But Liv is not gonna win. Jade is gonna win. Jade is gonna win Crown Jewel. And then we move into Survivor Series. And Survivor Series is where we have I know y'all not gonna like this, but it'll be a fatal 4-way: Liv Morgan versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch and a newly moved over Alexa Bliss on Monday Night Raw. Fatal 4-way for the championship. Liv wins, Raquel cashes in, becomes champion, closes out 2026.
What's Liv's big moment?
Liv's big moment in 2026.
Because I would have said that Crown Jewel Championship again, but
yeah.
Jade's taking that.
No, her big moment. I'm sorry, her big moment is in Atlanta versus Paige. Paige and Liv for the title in Atlanta.
Say that main event.
In Atlanta.
That's fun.
Submission.
What they do for that
in a submission match.
Ooh, we'll see a different side of Liv that way. She's never really been the submission specialist like that.
Yep. And that is my run for them, for Liv in 2026. So it's time for y'all.
Yeah, solid B+.
He's such a hater. He got so bad when we threw that C at him. B+. Average at best. There's a few I'd like to see, I guess. We talked about it. You know, not the greatest run, but you know, I'd watch a few of them, I guess. Boy,
I guess if it's on, I guess I'll watch.
That penny is out, boy. That penny is out on this episode.
I honestly am gonna say I'm gonna give it an A because that seems like the most realistic kind of run for Liv going into 2026, especially this year. I particularly like, especially the thought of putting her and Becky in Madison Square Garden and having her go over. I think that's huge. I think that could pass as a big moment for Liv on its own, without giving her Crown Jewel again or anything like that. But or going against Paige. But I really did like the big time versus Liv Morgan at the Garden. And plus, a lot of people forgot about their rivalry as well.
Exactly.
She was another that was another good rivalry before the Rhea thing, even too. So
That's why I want
that was really cool. That's a really cool nod back to the history of that rivalry. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, no Dom. I'm like, come on, man. Where's our dirty Dom at?
Are we supposed to be breaking this up? Like, Dom gonna always be right there. Like, y'all wanted to see Dom, bro. Like, I don't see why Dom would leave in 2026. That's why I didn't bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see where it's like a power couple type of thing. Like, I don't see it happening yet. Because if you think about it too, I didn't give a Judgment Day breakup.
Gotcha.
Yet. I didn't give that.
I was gonna say, like, hypothetically, are you giving Dom the King of the Ring, technically in this Liv Morgan run?
In this story, yeah.
Okay.
I would love that.
I stand by it. I stand by my grade A. Good job, buddy.
Appreciate that. Also, too, I just made all of that up. I didn't write none of that down. I just made all that up. As you can see, no notes, no nothing. I just came off that with the top of my head. I didn't write shit down either.
I feel like I worked so hard on mine for 2 weeks, and then I had to update my shit because of the brackets changing and shit. And my picks changed. I had Chelsea Green up here and everything.
Oh, here's the thing, though. I've always told you the reason why yours sometimes bottom out, you let your emotion get the best of you.
I do. I definitely do.
Yeah, so like the two fixations you had on your mind was break up the Judgment Day because I'm tired of seeing them, and Liv need to go on her back. Like that was all you had. So then it was like after that was it. So it was like even like her rivalries, because I was like, don't get me wrong, I like the Natty run, but I was like, Natty's very random for the world title, and it was like
I could have done a little more with that. I could have put Natty more.
Yeah, that could have went a little bit further. Like I think too, like I would have had that maybe post SummerSlam since you had her still holding the title. I think this would have been this just would have been easier if Chelsea won. I mean, anything is easier if we do that, right? Yes, Florida man, we do yap about WWE as you're seeing right now. And yeah, we will definitely get into that. You just got tuned in the next episode because we are 3 hours in, and we got to get out of here because people have things to do. right. It's time for a lot of us to GTS right now. So
it's Dion's bedtime. It's Dion's bedtime.
It's Dion's bedtime.
It's late.
Yeah, it is. We are reaching midnight for them on this recording.
Even though it's Dion's fault that we are 3 hours in.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Side rip. Like just one side note. I forgot I didn't even go through the pictures for the rivalry or the best of Liv. I had images and everything for this. We really that's how I knew we got into this thing. No, we really sat and talked.
I'm just feeling it. That was a good writer's room though.
It was. It shows us a lot. Like again, we love each other's ideas. We just know where the opportunities are for us to get a little bit better. And so I know too, like from an emotional standpoint, where we'll get, but then sometimes we kind of like bottom out a little bit. Like I said, I think the biggest one was her not being in play for almost 2 months. Like no Saturday night, no WrestlePalooza, no Money in the Bank. And it's like, remember, in December she takes off. So it's like, ooh, okay. So
your WrestlePalooza couldn't have been any more realistic though, too, as well. The Nikki Bella thing. Cause I rolled my eyes instantly. And I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't want to see it, but yep, that's what TKO would do.
It's a good one. It's a good one-off. It's a good
it's a good
one.
It's gonna happen. Watch.
Yeah.
Dion said he said that like the end of the world was coming, bro.
Question in his voice was like, it's gonna happen.
It's like the Carrie movie. They're all gonna laugh at you.
Yo, man, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another wonderful episode of the Kayfabe Podcast, man. We want to thank each and every single one of y'all for tuning in with us.
Wake up, Dion.
Wake up, Dion. Yeah, exactly. He was like, I'm not gonna let it go off the rails. Just one question. Y'all beat that up 30 minutes later.
That 2K gauntlet, man.
That didn't take a long time.
Just do the fucking showcase, bro. Stop.
Man, thank you for tuning in, man. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the Arcade Tokens and the Will Pharaoh YouTube channel. This is where you can always see Kayfabe. And if you did miss the live, you can always watch the video on demand that comes out the next day, as well as clips over on the Kayfabe Podcast social media. We have an Instagram, we have a Facebook. Maybe we'll get a Twitter, probably not, but we will be on those two platforms for you to always stay up to date with what's going on. And then make sure that you follow me, Will Pharaoh, PHARAOH, as well as Wrestling with Honey and Dion's All-Star Fandom page on Instagram and YouTube. Episodes dropping every Wednesday, talking about some of the best stuff in comic books, pop culture, and movies. So you don't want to miss out on it. And you don't want to miss out on my stuff straight out of a comic book, as well as my weekly lives when I play video games. And of course, the Kayfabe Podcast and the Faction Reloaded on Saturdays. Myself and Honey joins the wonderful Professor Gerard Bonner, James, and Miss Lovely as we talk about more wrestling. So make sure you tune in. We always got some type of content coming out for you on the week. We like WWE and AEW. We always got content throughout the week for y'all to display and check out from vast amounts. All right. So on behalf of the greatest internet trio in the world, we bid you all a wonderful Thursday and a wonderful just right at the bottom. Have a great day.